see you there in the shadows, hiding from the light. I can feel your careful eyes as I slip into the night. Silk on my skin, gentle rustle, like a siren song. You're drowning in me, in my mystery, but will you dare in the end? Come closer, darling, don't be shy. Within the dark, I feel your eyes. The secrets we're keeping, this dance we play. Will you discover me or will you run? and the veil just beyond your reach. You play your cards, I know your game. Let's see if you can reach. Ask your question, say the words. Maybe I'll give you a clue. Be careful, my dear, you think I'm the prey, but really, who's hunting who? Come closer, darling, don't be shy. Within the dark, I feel your eyes. The secrets we're keeping, this dance we play. Will you discover me or will you? Come closer, baby, cross the line. Within the dark, I feel your mind. The secrets will fold, the dance will fade. You came to play, but maybe you been played.
Hi, Maury. Welcome. She started to stream Path to Nowhere instead of Nikkei. Well, Nikkei hard mode, I have not unlocked everything yet. Hi, Famira. Welcome. Let's go. Or maybe I haven't actually watched the PV for this event. So maybe we'll watch that first. Wait, hold on. Let's see. Path to Nowhere official. Oh, here it is. Hi, Joke. Welcome, welcome. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Yeah, we'll watch this first. And then we'll head to the event. If I remember correctly, the new event is kind of a continuation of Hella's adventure. Alright, let's go.
We can decompose, transfer, and rebuild matter until it's perfect. By mastering ash crystals, we will gain the power to resist disasters. Yet unchecked power will only lead to destruction.
I'm guessing it's all about alchemy in the new event, and we're working on ash crystals.
Turning stone into gold isn't difficult. It's the price that's typically more expensive than the result.
Reserve Noble.
Mission complete. The target location has a complex
Also, I haven't
structure.
gotten Lysandra yet.
A route guide we can use for future operations.
On the spot with the alchemy. Oh, wow. I'm actually right.
The sun feels so nice.
I haven't bought this one.
There's still
Maybe
room in
next
the
week.
bed. Come, join me.
I've plastered my photos with all sorts of fancy stickers. Yet you're the only one who pushed
Yo,
past
Gary
me
and
to find us
Pyrovian,
the
welcome.
Hey! The sun's perfect right now. Let's hit the road.
You know, I wish they just gave that free skin. Man. She actually looks like a loser in that skin. Transmute. It's really alchemy. Hella's Diaries. Thank you for the old bod. No problem. I got you. Let's go! I can't wait for more hell adventures. Alright, let's go, let's go. Free stuff? Sometimes they gave away free stuff. I mean, free skins. It's just not always, though. Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes. Aga, aga, mama. What is happening? Oh my god! Thank you for the 10 subs. I really appreciate it. I am fucking surprised. Thank you. Yeah, heart. Thank you as always for the support. Holy shit. That's a lot of gift subs. Thank you. Thank you. On to the event week. Also, I don't think I have Lysandra yet. Man. But I guess we'll get her free, so it's okay. We'll get the one copy. On to the event we go. Thank you, really. I appreciate it. Under the eternal golden rose, you must now take this oath. Do you hereby swear that from this day forward, as a child of Fraser, you will dedicate yourself wholly to the city and lead its people toward prosperity? Wait! Is Hypatia a sister of... What was her name? I forgot. Because she's already an old sinner. It's free after the third reward for Lysandra. Thank God. Irene. Yeah, Irene. They also has this different colored irises. So I'm guessing they're related. Sisters, I'm not sure. Next week, Monday. It's okay, Mori.
Yes, I swear.
Do you hereby swear that you will do everything in your power to carry forward the guidance of your great predecessors and never dishonor the glory bestowed upon your shoulders?
Yes, I will be true to my word and deed, never forgetting the compassion and justice in my heart.
Finally, do you swear before the golden rose that no matter the hardship, whatever the cost, you will never abandon your duty or betray your oath? Even if the price is everything you hold dear. Oh my god! Why is it red? Is that that flag? Ooh, this looks nice. Is this her room? The girl opens her eyes. They are sisters, but Irene is an illegitimate child. Oh, I see. No wonder her family does not treat her well. I mean, her quote-unquote father. Sunlight pours through the wide window, cutting the room cleanly in half. She stands beside the operation station. Liquid metal flows silently before her, gradually separating, merging, and realigning until it forms an integral spiral. Following her movements, the spiral continues to extend, assembling into an intricate yet elegant structure. The finely layered metal constructs itself tier by tier, reflecting scattered points of light. The metal's growth halts. The girl looks toward the communicator on the other side of the room, takes a deep breath, and answers the call.
Routine report number 8. The latest shielding device is almost ready for deployment. Currently, material consumption remains higher than projected. We need to continue gathering data to complete the final optimization. However...
The girl breathes in deeply, slowly clenching her fist until her fingertips dig into her palm. Light streams through the floor-to-ceiling windows, but fails to reach where she stands.
Regarding the calamity beyond the city walls, that thing has been acting up more and more frequently.
What is this? Hype chest open. So, I see. You get emotes. I see. Choo choo. Anyway, back to the event we go. I got distracted by the notifs. That thing, what thing has been acting up more frequently?
This city continues to restrict hypercube exports, and now there are many injured people within our city. Our equipment and supplies aren't sufficient for long-term resistance against it. If we could secure support from the family, our progress would certainly be more promising. Besides, things in this city...
Who's this? How do you pronounce her name? Hypatia. The girl is interrupted. She lifts her head as a cold light pulses from the top of the communicator before her. Just focus on what you should be doing. Don't forget the true purpose of our Aurum Secretum research.
Yes, I understand.
The communication crystal flashes a few more times before going completely out. The room falls silent, leaving only the sound of the girl's suppressed breathing. Metal components awaiting adjustment lie abandoned on the operation station. Hypatia walks to the window, her gaze sweeping across the town below, before fixing on the pitch-black storm gradually approaching from the distance. Oh dear. More calamity ahead. Black sand fills the sky as mania howls through the wind, swallowing every existence caught in its path. It looms overhead like an eternal curtain of chaos, never to withdraw. Still, suddenly, an incongruous bright spot appears in the darkness.
Huh? What is that?
Yeah, what is that? At the center of the storm, the tiny spot of light grows increasingly visible, drawing closer and closer. And then... What? A battered vehicle bursts out of the storm, followed by piercing screams. The girl chasing desperately behind the car grimaces in terror, her shrieks cutting through the air. I think I know who this is.
Wait! Wait for me! Let me get on first!
I knew it! PTN Live again. Yes, we are back. Outlaw and prisoner. Yesterday's fugitive is a weeping prisoner today. Fate is often more elusive than a desert mirage. Ooh, best daughter. Yeah, welcome back, best daughter. I guess more character development for Hela in this event. Sand howls and engine roars. The Legion's vehicle belts ahead with a vroom at full speed, its body covered in scratches and its roof completely torn off. Passengers who should have been distributed across several vehicles are now crammed into this battle-damaged transport. Someone in the car leans out dangerously to shout at the girl sprinting desperately behind. Holy fuck! Hela is getting left behind! Hella, faster! That thing behind you is literally gonna bite your ass!
Help! 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 Cut the crap and just pull me up already! Ah!
Hella's legs pump like piston until finally, with one desperate leap, she grabs the outstretched hand and gets yanked aboard shakily. Whew!
Everyone, hold tight. I'm speeding up.
Then horror is getting hotter and hotter. The next instant, the vehicle swerves sharply around a broken rock, nearly throwing Hella off the edge where she's perched. But the turn also gives her a perfect view of the pursuer in all its terrifying glory. Behind them, Sand and Mania have fused into an impenetrable darkness that hugs the ground, advancing with overwhelming force. Countless tiny razor-sharp debris swirls within the massive storm, transforming it into a colossal meat grinder racing forward at over 100 miles per hour. This is no ordinary sandstorm. What swirls within the wind isn't sand, but tiny metal-like fragments. Oh my god, you're gonna get shredded if you go in there. Attracted and linked together by Mania, dancing to form a sky-darkening black magnetic sandstorm that swallows everything caught in its path. That's terrifying. I know, right? You're gonna get shredded if you go in there. Her VA is just perfect. I agree.
Something's wrong. We've been moving sideways. We should have escaped its path by now. Unless
it's really after you guys. Also, Horo, we missed you. Visibility on the side of the car plummets as the black sand closes in on the Legion.
damn it! The storm is tracking our movements. It's hunting us down.
Oh dear. A massive rock hurtles past, missing Hela's head by inches before smashing the Legion's vehicle's side mirror. Oh dear. Within seconds, metal fragments in the hurricane behind them shred the rock to pieces, reducing it to dust that blends into the raging storm. Oh god.
No! I didn't survive all those scammers and desert bandits only to die here! 99, Hecate, Dummy Chief, anybody! Help me! I swear I'll never steal anything again!
You promise, right? Debris from the storm hammers against the vehicle, stripping away patches of paint. The fragment strikes with an eerie rhythm, forming whispers that penetrate Hela's ears, compelling her to look back. When she does, she hears a deeper drone from behind them.
What's that sound? What is that?
What? Stay. What? It fucking talks! The entire vehicle strains forward in a desperate attempt to break free. Only Hela is looking back, witnessing the dense black shadow lurking at the heart of the magnetic storm. Stay. Stay here. With us. With a piercing shriek, a massive boulder comes hurling through the air, flying straight toward Horo in the driver's seat. Oh god!
Horo! Watch out!
Hela collapses limply on top of Horo. She pushed Horo away but couldn't dodge the boulder herself.
Hella! Damn it!
Hela? Is she okay? She has no time to check on Hela and slams down on the accelerator. The engine lets out a dying roar, but that dark shadow is still slowly closing in on their vehicle. Sunlight vanishes behind the swirling dust, plunging everything into darkness. Contamination grows thicker, distorting vision with dancing spots. The tapping sounds transform into whispers, into piercing shrieks that stab painfully at the eardrums. Until the heavy darkness is cut open and light suddenly bursts forth. Into view comes a massive metal device of bizarre design, mounted at the center of a small sandboat. It radiates a soft golden glow that drives back both the storm and contamination. Whoa! Several figures in black robes operate the device, their faces impossible to discern. They rotate the instrument, aiming it directly at the dark shadow at the center of the magnetic storm. I can't believe it. What's this? Here you can modify the functions of the AS Ori, different alchemic stones. Okay. We can also click the other ones. I'm surprised. Aside from hypercubes, there are other things that can actually...
Firewall debugging completed. You're under protection now.
By all rights, I shouldn't be involved in this city's conflicts.
This city's conflicts, really.
I don't have much to contribute on the front line. I'll count on you guys.
The phone is ringing, my dear.
That's fine. Oh my god, they don't have crime brands. Whatever, it's fine. We're going to be fine. They're just gonna pew pew pew. What is this? Oh, you can actually put that there? That's very pog. The metal device pulses with faint light, establishing a defensive line that shields against the mania. The hurricane howls around them. Horo can't make out what the strangers are shouting, but she can see their hand gestures. They're signaling for the Legion's vehicle to follow them, but they seem to be heading deeper into the storm. Horo grits her teeth and stamps her foot, then slams down on the accelerator to follow them, trailing the small sandboat into a narrow crevice at the base of the rock face. They're saved! As they enter the tunnel, the storm finally stops. The raging black sand cannot reach inside this tunnel. The passage stretches deep into darkness, mysterious and chilly. But regardless, the storm has stopped. Only now can Horo spare the energy to check on the wounded on board.
Where's Hella? How is she?
Her injuries aren't serious, but she hasn't regained consciousness yet. She'll probably need a bit more time to come around.
All right. What about the others?
In truth, everyone has sustained injuries to varying degrees, but the wounded simply wave their hands dismissively, indicating they are fine. In this distance, the sandboat gradually comes to a stop. The black-robed figures on board huddle together, muttering unintelligibly among themselves. They repeatedly glance toward the Legion's vehicle, yet cautiously avoid approaching immediately. They seem to be in some kind of ruins. The mysterious group isn't made up of fighters. Their combat abilities and tactical awareness are only average, but that strange metal device of theirs can resist mania, almost as well as hypercubes, dude. Yeah, I'm surprised about that. You know, I got a feeling this city might actually target these people just because of having this device. Because if you think about it, if this device can make hypercubes somehow irrelevant, this city's economy would collapse. I just hope it won't go to that point. Wouldn't put it past them. Yeah, you know, this city government sucks so much. Furthermore, that black magnetic sandstorm out there was also extremely unusual. Unlike any sandstorm the Legion had previously encountered, it didn't simply sweep in one direction, but seemed to have locked onto the Legion, pursuing them relentlessly. Could this extraordinary phenomenon be connected to the inheritance? Maybe. It's been a while since we last heard of inheritance, right? This photograph was recovered from the wreckage of a White Sands merchant caravan. The place was already wrecked when the Legion arrived. Horo discovered a blood-stained envelope hidden in a secret compartment among the cargo, which contained this photograph. The origin of the inheritance picture was still unknown, so the Legion could only follow the caravan's trail, hoping to trace its source. Eventually, their destination pointed to the outskirts of Fraser, a small settlement so obscure it wasn't even marked on any maps. Perhaps what she's been searching for all this time is right here. Meanwhile, the robed figures seem to have finished their discussion, and one of them approaches the Legion's vehicle. He speaks at length, but Horo can't understand a single word. It's the dialect of a foreign race from White Sands. The leader frowns and says a few more sentences. He points at the unconscious Hela in the vehicle, his tone becoming serious as murmurs of agitation spread through the crowd behind him. Are they detecting that? Or they want to help Hela? I don't know. Are they detecting that they're sinners? Horo shifts slightly to shield Hela from view. Outland groups in White Sands don't all share the same attitude toward the city. Before any formal negotiations, she needs to determine where these people stand, and then... A weak groan comes from behind. Horo immediately senses trouble, but by the time she turns around, it's already too late.
Ow! My head's spinning. Well, where the heck did that storm blow us to?
Hela groggily pulls herself up, only to find herself caught between two groups staring at her with completely different expressions. The timing, girl. Horo's face contorts in dismay, while the young man's expression darkens the instant he hears the Disian words. Oh dear! And he immediately grabs his weapon. Oh no! Ew. It seems like the city people are not welcome in here. Oh dear.
Oh no. Don't tell me I've messed up again.
Yeah, well, yeah. The robed figures erupt into chaos, shouting in their unintelligible language as they charge forward. Calm down, people.
You're from this city. Spies! Take this!
Not gonna lie, the design of the NPC looks amazing. Some hothead in the Legion try to rise to their feet, but Horo forcefully holds them down. The situation is still unclear. The inheritance is missing, and we still need to investigate their new weapons. This isn't the time for conflict. We can't all be captured. At least one of us needs to remain free. Someone who can infiltrate the enemy camp and gain their acceptance. With a swift motion, Horo grabs Hela and shoves her off the vehicle, sending her tumbling directly into the group of road figures behind. Why did she shove her against the enemies?
Useless trash! Always running your mouth and ruining our plans. I should have sold you to this city a long time ago.
Oh, okay. I like that the NPC in this game look pretty unique. I agree, they do. Third cop boss will be weak to thunder and element. Very pog. We can use our Cindy. So Horo is trying to somehow show these people she got. We hate her. You can get her instead. Their eyes meet, and Hella immediately understand Horo's plan.
You, shut it, you filthy human trafficker! She forced me into all this! Please help me!
Well, that's a brilliant idea, I think, maybe. Are you gonna play horse game? No, I'm not interested. But I am interested in that game with vampires. I already downloaded it on my PC. After a chaotic struggle, the robed figures finally subdues the Legion. They search through everything in the vehicle, not sparing even the Legionnaires' personal belongings. Finding no concrete evidence of espionage, the young man eyes them suspiciously before finally waving his hand, ordering them to be detained for the time being. As for Hela, who rebelled against her companions, the leading young man approaches Hela and speaks, but the streams of unintelligible sounds only results in a bewildered expression on Hela's face. Scratching his head, the youth opens his mouth again, now speaking in Discian with a peculiar accent.
My words, do you understand? Are you with them?
No! I was kidnapped by them! Absolutely not with them! They bad, me good!
Well, that makes things simple. The youth translates Hela's words to his companions, triggering another wave of collective outrage.
So, they tricked you into coming with them? Do you know where your home is? Do you have somewhere to go back to?
Am I supposed to have one?
Hela steals a glance at Horo, who shakes her head in response.
No, I don't anymore! They were planning to sell me to some unknown town real far away. I don't remember the way back. Even if I wanted to return, I couldn't anymore.
After hearing this, the youth glares at the Legionnaires with righteous fury, then pulls Hela protectively to his side. Just because a lady is cute and adorable like Hela, you should trust her. Oh dear. I feel bad for these people. Last time, Hela was the one getting deceived, but it's the other way around this time.
Bastards from this city. Don't worry, you're safe now. Come on, you can come on with us.
Thank you all so much.
The suspicious spies get tied up while Hela, the damsel in distress, receives an enthusiastic welcome as they escort her deeper into the passage. These people are so naive. She looks back discreetly, making eye contact with her crew. Though her eyes are filled with panic, she still manages to give them a stiff thumbs up while silently mouthing some words.
Don't worry. I'll definitely find a way to rescue you all.
Not discreet at all. As they continue forward, the bright spot at the tunnels and keeps growing in size. Emerging suddenly from the darkness, Hela's eyes can barely stay open against the piercing brightness. That's unusual. They seem to be inside a tunnel and yet it's bright. When Hela opens her eyes, the first things she sees are beams of light cascading from above, and at the edge of her vision, a figure with an overwhelming presence. From above, a figure stands bathed in radiance. Her silhouette is swallowed by the blinding light, making her appear hazy. Now, they're making her look like a goddess.
Huh? Someone's standing by the window. Who is it?
From a distance, Hela seems to lock eyes with the figure. She can't make out her face, only catching glimpses of flowing robes and long golden hair cascading down her back. The figure by the window appears to notice Hela too. She turns her head, seemingly about to say something to Hela. But Her voice is still blurred out by the distance, dissolving into the light. Whoa! It's an underground city! After another blink, the figure by the window has vanished. Hella rubs her eyes vigorously, and the dizziness finally subsides as her vision returns to normal. And before her stretches a scene entirely different from what she witnessed moments ago. Ooh, we got another stone. Morning moonstone. Hella's diary. Haha, the legions got captured. Horo was taken prisoner, and here I am all alone infiltrating enemy territory. Now is the time for Hela, the White Sands Ranger, to come and save the day. What did I tell you? Even the Legion needs the mighty Hela to watch over them in this vast White Sands. Hela rummages through her pockets, finding the journal she always carries, along with another piece of hefty treasure. That dummy chief sure knows how to keep a secret, sneaking a camera into my luggage without saying a word. Had it all this time and never noticed. Perfect time to put it to good use today. Gather intel, rescue the Legion, infiltration mission, let's go! I need to document what's happening in the White Sands with my camera in time. Do I press here to turn on the camera? Let me see. Tap, tap, tap. Let me check the manual. I need to get the huge sand ship in the frame, and also, what's focal length? Oh, I can adjust the view by dragging this. I'll be able to capture the entire ship. I see. So they're basically taking pictures in 2D. The manual says to use the pointer below to adjust the focal length. Oh right, gotta use a medium focal length for this shot. Medium, I see. So we drag. Tap here to snap a shot. Hela's photographic debut is hot off the press. She says medium. Okay. Where's the ship? Where is the freaking ship, man? Ah, okay. I see. I did not notice the freaking ship. I'm blind. Snap! The White Sand scenery is captured in the camera's viewfinder. But the sharp shatter sounds also catches the attention of nearby onlookers. Hey, young lady, what are you doing? Uh-oh, I've been spotted. Just taking some pictures. That's right, your ship is so cool. I wanted a photo as a souvenir. Look! Wow, you sure made this rusty piece of junk look gorgeous with your camera. You've got some real photography skills there. Remember to take some more shots for us when we reach the city. I see. Hell's close, I almost got captured along with the Legion. Good thing Horo was quick to put on an act, and I fooled them with my smart little brain and my pretty little head. Phew! This Führer place is crawling with outlanders who hate this city. I need to keep my identity on the down low. This time, I definitely won't get tricked again. What's this? It's windy. That's adorable. What is this? Oh, we can add more rocks. I see. A sliver of hope is found within the rifts of a cliff face. Before her is a city that seems to have emerged from rock rifts. Winding paths spiral throughout, with crooked cave dwellings embedded haphazardly on the rock faces. Their entrances extending outward into a collection of tents. People move through this seemingly chaotic yet somehow orderly space, chattering away in a White Sands dialect that Hela can barely understand.
What is this place?
The young boy walks up to Hela, spreading his arms with a grin as he proudly announces,
Welcome to the safest place in all of White Sands. Führer, the city born out of rock rifts.
The black-robed figures remove their hoods, revealing kind, unassuming faces. They exchange greetings with townsfolk passing by, then gently nudge Hela forward while continuing their enthusiastic chatter in words she can't understand.
Oh, Ross, over here! I'm back! Did you miss your dear Tarek, old man?
Oh? Who are you, sir? Wait, you can't see him. I will remove the chat real quick so you can see this old man. He actually looks amazing. Oh dear. You can't see him properly. There. He looks amazing. Damn. The dark-skinned youth's voice booms across the distance, catching the attention of a man over 10 meters away. Are they related? Their hair color looks the same. The severe-looking man strides quickly toward them and promptly seizes the boy by his ear.
Miss you? As if. You troublemaker. This is our last sand boat. If you wreck it, where are we supposed to get another one, huh?
After finally releasing his grip, the stern-faced man turns to Hela, his gaze piercing.
Hello?
The man's brow furrows, sending Hela into a state of panic. Her mind races desperately for something to say. Is her cover about to be blown?
We just rescued this girl from the Dis City traffickers. She only understands the common tongue. They probably kidnapped her from somewhere near Dis City. Now she can't get back home. Poor thing.
And you easily got fooled by Hela. I wonder if the old man will notice the lie. The crowd gatherers nearby fall silent for a few seconds. In the next instant, all the Furorians are swarming around Hela. Oh no, they don't have voices. Oh dear. Those two bastards, have they no shame getting into this kind of dirty trade? Are you hurt? Poor child. Look how they've starved you. Is she thin? Where are you from, honey? How did you end up captured by the city people? Their speech is a mixture of White Sands dialect and heavily accented Discian. Concerned that Hela may not understand, they slow down deliberately, carefully enunciating each word. Though Hela still can't understand much, the concern on their faces seems genuine. Glancing over at Tarek, she catches him giving her a thumbs up with an encouraging look. Great, her cover is not blown yet. But she can't mention this city or the MBCC, and she needs these people to believe her. What kind of false identity should she make up? As Hela ponders this, inspiration strikes. Make it believable, Hela.
My name is Hela, and I used to live in a place called, Tuco.
Okay. Well, that place do exist. As they say, the first step is always the hardest. The lies come more and more easily as Hela continues, her voice breaking with tears as she describes how Tuco went from a prosperous town into a barren wasteland, recounting a perfect tearjerker about a poor, kidnapped child.
It was just a tiny town not far from this city, but life was decent enough. Then disasters got worse, and hypercubes became too expensive. When we couldn't pay our debts, those Dis City thugs kidnapped all of us to sell for profit.
Very believable.
Thank you all so much. If you hadn't saved me, who knows where they would have sold me off to?
If you remember me, yeah, I somehow remember your name. Welcome back. Her performance is so convincing that all the townspeople listen with bitter indignation.
Told you there's not a decent soul in this city. Someone who ran away to that place told me they even detonated massive bombs called black rings in the city.
Oh my.
For all we know, they might even be behind all these disasters everywhere.
Well, that's not entirely true, but how do we tell them? These are the black rings are disasters. They were not intentionally, well, I guess the underground intentionally, made them explode, I guess. Hi, Neo. Welcome. Early stream, yeah. Graves. Okay. I'm glad to see someone enjoy this game as much as me. Of course. We love Paths to Nowhere here. There are several people in the chat who loves Paths to Nowhere. There might be few of us, but we do love this game. And also, if you notice, there are quite few streamers who cover this game. But for the love of Paths to Nowhere, I will do it for you guys. I'm so sad you miss Graves. It's okay. It will get a rerun if you want to play it in your own device. A hand grabs Tariq by the ear and yanks him away.
Don't listen to his nonsense. Here, have some candy.
Oh my god, this grandpa, he's not really grandpa, this old man is really a nice person despite his looks. How do you pronounce his name? Ross? Is there Rose? Or maybe it's Ross. But it'll definitely be, yeah. For now, you can rely on the stream VODs on YouTube. He's hot and kind. I know, right? My emotions are all over the place. Oh dear. The man produces some coarse brown sugar wrapped in a wrinkled piece of oiled paper. The sugar lumps have been broken into irregular small pieces, nothing like the refined candies from the city, but his careful handling suggests it's a precious commodity here.
Merchants don't pass through here, so our town has nothing proper to offer as a welcome gift. Still, we'll have no problem taking care of one more kid.
I'm so glad that they're so welcoming and, well, Hela does not pose any threat to them, so I guess it's fine. But I'm afraid because they're too trusting. Also, you plan to pull on Hypatia. Yeah, I already rolled on her. She was so nice that she came home in the first 10 roll. Huh? She recalls the maps she's seen from Horo. This place isn't that far from the trade routes. Could it be because of that strange magnetic storm outside? Remembering her intel-gathering mission, Hela's eyes dart cunningly as she rubs them and makes her voice sound even more pitiful and distressed.
I've never seen anything like that sandstorm out there. It was chasing after us and was even making strange noises. Have the sandstorms around here always been like this?
You know, Hela deserves an acting award. She deserves an Oscars. You're 63, Pity. She did not want to come home. Or oh dear. Well, there's still time if you really want her. I'm not sure how good she is though, but she seems to be part of the Salmon team, it seems. He has the
Oya,
same
Oya,
VA as
a
the
new follower.
Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. He has the same VA as Donald. I'm not sure, but they sound similar. The Furorians exchange glances with each other and sigh.
I suppose so. Those Dis City folks were foolish enough to charge right into it. It was a suicidal move.
What happened to the Legion? I mean, those guys from Dis City. Where did they go? Will they come back to do more bad things?
Those guys? They're probably taken underground. There's a special place down there where bad people get locked up.
Oh dear, that doesn't sound good. I'm thinking if I should just get her or wait for Jasmine. If you're going to ask me who is hotter, Hypatia or Jasmine, I go for Jasmine because I'm weak towards pink-haired ladies. And she seems to be much more unhinged than Hypatia. Is it Hypatia? I don't know how to pronounce her name. I'm so sorry. Jasmine, right? Yeah, maybe save your pity for Jasmine instead. I think her banner is almost here. I'm not sure who comes first. Eternal Nightmare or Jasmine? I think it's Jasmine first. And if I remember correctly, there are two S-class sinners in the same patch. You like both. Oh, that's going to be difficult. Well, farm as much hypercube as you can. Hapatia? Hypatia, I guess. Wait, let me listen to that on Google.
Hypatia.
Hypatia. Okay, that's easier to pronounce. Hypatia. Okay, great. It's more if I like summon or bleed more. Well, it depends on what sinners you have, I guess. Hell appears around, trying to spot the underground place Tariq mentioned. When she feels a weight on her head, Tariq ruffles her hair and leads her toward the town center.
Don't worry, you're one of us now. Those Dis City thugs won't ever get to hurt you again.
Damn, Hella has always been very accepted wherever she goes. Oh. I can't believe those freaking scientists experimented on her in 99, man. You probably could get both, yes. I hope you get both, really. July 22. Okay, you still have time. Gather as much hypercube as you can. Yeah. I know, right? She's so adorable. And yet, those fucking scientists did not even bat their eye when they experimented on her. And also 99.
This is Granny Nisa, the best doctor you can ever find. You can go to her with any health problems. And that's old Ross. Don't mind his grumpy face. Most of the caverns here were in fact designed by him. He's among the coolest guys in Führer.
Oh, I don't mind his grumpy face at all. Also, Grandma looks amazing. I really love the NPCs in Test of Nowhere. They both look so fine. Tariq is such a cutie, I know, right? Look at that boyish grin on his face. Holy moly. It's unfair. All of them are unplayable.
And there's little curly-haired Zaid over there, always waving those raggedy cards around. Feel free to mess with him a bit if you ever find yourself bored. Promise you it's fun.
We also got a cute Zaid over here. Oh my. And Ross is such a fine man. I know, right? My emotions are all over the place. Oh dear. Confused, cheatery noises, I guess. in Hella's eyes, those are merely some cards printed in colorful patterns. Nothing like the real stuff she's seen before.
Stop laughing! And they're not raggedy. These are real tarot cards, and they're very valuable.
Oh no, he also sounds adorable. What is this? Amazing design and amazing voice acting. We need more men, yeah. Well, we recently had, if you saw the announcement of Juju on Twitter, we actually got an A rank, right? If I remember correctly. And he's so emo. I can't remember his name though. Eager to prove his fortune-telling skills, Zaid pulls a card from his deck. It shows a crude drawing of something tall and skinny with an indistinguishable shape. Zaid explains that this is a symbol of possibly a long loaf of bread. He's so fine, right? we waited for more than a year, I think. I like both. Cassian. Oh, his name is Cassian. He has this how should I say this? Pointy metal things on his finger. For what? To use that from what? It's the same as Zoya's, if I remember correctly. Metal arm. Oh, metal arm. And metal fingers.
Oh, right. I saw someone earlier standing by a window up there. She seemed different from everyone else. Is she a Furorian too?
Oh, you're talking about Hypatia from the lab.
Hypatia. So Google is right.
Who's that?
At the mention of Hypatia's name, Zaid immediately rushes over, throwing his arms up and stretching them wide to form an enormous circle.
Hypatia always comes down to play with us, and she brings me snacks every time. She's the most super duper nicest person ever!
I like Zaid's accent so much. The amount of people on my feed that were upset a new male sinner. What? Why? It's fine. There needs to be some sort of balance. Otherwise, you'll get tired of the hot, mature women. You know, they like women. Yeah, but, you know, you should be... to be inclusive is to be inclusive to everyone, even if there are male sinners. It's fine and he is fine. Same. I am not bothered at all. What about the players who are husbando enjoyers? There might be a few in this game, but there are someone like me who also enjoys husbandos. So Lila. I see. But it's nice to have a... How should I say this? It's nice to have some other types, you know. It can cater to both what they want, what we want, and what everyone wants. It's like Love and Deep Space adding a female option. I don't think that is possible for... But if you're going to ask me, I want a fourth lead to be a woman. If you're gonna ask me. I don't mind, really. That's why even here, if you have a male character here, I don't mind as long as this character is fine. Fine in as in attractive for me. You and John will burn cheater at the stake. Well, you know, people should respect other people's likes, okay? I let other people do whatever they want in a game, whatever their opinions, as long as they respect mine. Female Silas is Zoya. When are we getting a Pasanori Lads Cola? I want that, really. hate each other apparently in East Asian fandom. Well, whatever. I'm just gonna enjoy my game. So apparently Hypatia is a super duper nicest person ever. To each their own, right? I mean, your point of view is valid, but don't force it to me or to anyone. Let's just respect each other's desires. Exactly, right? And then that's when we will achieve world peace, you know? If people would respect other people instead of saying, no, I hate that. Fuck you, why do you like men? Blah, 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 blah. Where's my men kissing at? Well, so far, I don't think we'll see one here in Paso Nowhere. Because it's mainly, well, for example, there will be an event where the main character is a male sinner and then you're using the male chieftain. That is where your BL goes. But so far, it's been GL, right?
Indeed. She helped us build our town and kept us fed. If it weren't for the gambles, Fewer might still be nothing more than a shabby shelter today.
Well, unfortunately, Grandma, the Campbells have ulterior motives, so I wouldn't trust them so much. Campbell? Are they talking about that girl? Looking around, the town definitely has facilities with technology far beyond what you'd expect from a small settlement. Equipment of such caliber and quality is not seen in just any small town in White Sands. The most GL event has to be Shalom's event. I agree. Well, there are some, like, if you're using the female chief in, what event was that? The recent half anniversary event, that is also very close to GL. Even, anniversary event with Zero, with Vader Blue, yeah, it's too many to count. Glitch Wave, yeah. Shalom and Rahu were literally all up on each other. Oh, yeah. That's the best part, actually. Also with Kokalik against Shalom. We got a Kisu for second anniversary. Yes. We'll never forget that one.
She doesn't even look much older than me. Is she really that remarkable?
Really? Hypatia looks older than Hela.
Of course! I mean, look!
Tariq guides Hela to look up. At the top of Furor, an irregular circle of rocks seems to hang in the sky. Looking closer, there seems to be something in the air that briefly illuminates when struck, forming a network of glittering points. Outside, the storm continues to rage, darkening the sky, yet unable to reach the sky.
Not hypercubes. Never seen anything like that even in this city. How did you guys pull that off?
Whoa, so this thing can repel mania? How did they do it? Huh. It's to hide. Yeah. That's also a good reason to add male characters. Yeah. So they need not so they won't be Aisna won't get targeted by the government. That's true.
With our great Lady Campbell here, what could possibly stop us? She's the one who brought Aurum Secretum from Frasier, which blocks mania and contamination. You can basically take a stroll outside during a storm with it. Even without hypercubes, Fuhrer stands strong thanks to this barrier.
How does that work, though? What is its source of energy? If we're talking about alchemy, there's supposed to be a law of, what was that? Equal return, something.
With her around, this is the safest place in all of White Sands.
Equivalent exchange, yes, that's it. If you guys watch Full Metal Alchemist. Equivalent exchange.
Aurum secretum?
Tariq continues talking enthusiastically, but Hella's attention has already been caught by something else he mentioned. Aurum secretum. It was probably what saved us. If this stuff is really that powerful, then...
So, what does this Aurum something look like anyway? Can we use it too?
Tariq thumbs his own chest proudly and runs back to the sandboat they arrived on, unloading an oddly shaped metal device from the cabin. A gun? Oddly shaped metal device, so it's not necessarily a gun. That voice lost his whole body. Well, he managed to save the soul of that, I forgot his, I forgot the name. It's been too long. Well, at least the soul is there. Ooh. Oh, it's a bottle with something inside. He presses something on the device, and with a soft humming sound, it slowly rotates and unfolds, emitting the same fluorescent glow as the barrier. Ooh. That anime was very good. It is very good. Very unforgettable, and yet I cannot remember the name. I'm really, really bad at names, okay? Company self-censors to avoid reports, exactly. Because if the public are the ones who's reporting the game, then they're dead.
Whoa! It's actually the real deal!
Ideas start popping into her head. The Aurum secretum's right here. Should I make a move now? No. Too many pairs of eyes. I still need to find a way to rescue Horo. But if I miss this chance, who knows when I'll get my hands on this precious stuff again. Girl, don't fucking steal it!
Though production is still low now, someday it'll replace hypercubes throughout White Sands. And then we won't have to fear Dis City attacking us again. With Aurum Secretum in our hands, who knows? We might even beat them.
Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this. I just hope they won't need to face this city. Also, I hope this city government won't be able to know about this. This is a danger to this city's economy. Attack again?
Wait, what do you mean this city attacking again?
Yeah, this town has been attacked before? Oh no! The city's alarm suddenly goes off.
Oh crap! Don't tell me someone's actually attacking!
Oh fuck. No, that's not it. There is a shattering sound from high above. Hella looks up in horror just in time to see a crack spreading into one solid defensive barrier. Oh dear. The next moment, a sharp claw tears through the barrier. Sandy, Winen, and Mania rush into the city.
Watch out! Something's breaking through!
Oh fuck.
By all rights, I shouldn't be involved in this city's conflicts.
What is this music? It's fucking disturbing. Wait, never mind. It's a banger.
There is nothing to fear. I'm here to show you the way.
Getting my hands dirty could be fun.
This music's good and eerie. Oh no, what is that? Anyway, it's dead. Hokilik was removed from the CN servers for a while, maybe for a few months, and then they redesigned her. She still looks the same though, just the costume, and they brought her back, so it's all right now. Life on the line. The black vortex spreads wildly as if poised to engulf everything in its path. I guess that gold thing that shields that town is not impenetrable. Sand beasts and corruptors crawl through the cracks in the barrier, wreaking havoc on the city's infrastructure. Oh dear. Screams, wails, and monstrous howls have replaced the bustling peace of daily life, transforming Furor into a battlefield in an instant. The barrier overhead flickers frantically, as if struggling to once again contain the mania outside. But each attempt is torn apart by the howling sand and wind.
No way! We can't fight these things! Run! Wait, what?
Hela turns around, shocked to see that most of the residents aren't retreating. Instead, they're grabbing whatever they can find, pots, pans, and other utensils as makeshift weapons, apparently preparing to join the fight. Whoa, they're not afraid.
Everyone who can still move, follow me. Gear up. We can't let them keep destroying the barrier.
I hope he doesn't die. I hope he doesn't die, please. It's the culture. I think there might be someone who reported the story of Hokilik, because she seems to be against the authorities, if I remember correctly. And I think that was an issue also. That's why she got removed. Anyway, they're strict there, but nowadays I don't think they're that strict anymore when it comes to nudity. I see some gacha games coming out of China and they're like, whoa, wow, hold up. How did that pass censorship? Someone hauls the Orum's secret Zoom device off of Hela's hand. People rush past her, many pausing to ruffle her hair before charging unflinchingly into the chaos. Whoa. Good luck, folks. Stay safe. Another violent tremor shakes the earth. Dust rains down as deep fissure cracks through Furor's rocky surface, cutting straight into the underground depths.
Those guys? They're probably taken underground. There's a special place down there where bad people get locked up.
Oh no! Horo!
Oh no, save them, Hela! The situation is dire and the Legion is still trapped underground. This is the perfect opportunity Hela has been waiting for. With everyone distracted by the chaos, no one will notice if she slips away. I hope so. She can rescue Legionnaires and they can all escape together. I think it's a bad idea, but good luck. But
don't worry, you're one of us now. Those Dis City thugs won't ever get to hurt you again.
Oh, the conscience is calling. Don't do it.
Sorry, but my friends are waiting for me. I have to go now!
I'm conflicted, man. Screams and sobs echo throughout the city, squeezing her eyes shut in anguish and gritting her teeth. Hela runs toward the underground cell with her head down. Oh dear. The ground shakes violently once again. Nearby, Granny Nisa pulls a trembling little Zaid into her arms, whispering a prayer with her rosary gripped tightly in her hand. Is this the second event where Hela is the main character instead of the chief? Yes. The first one was with the Tuco event.
Oh dear. Don't be afraid, little one. It'll all be over soon.
Several sand beasts break through the defenses, riding the sandy winds. Hearing the child's cries, they turn and charge toward the pair. Oh dear! But seconds pass and the expected pain never comes. Someone has blocked the beast's attack. Hela! Let's go! The petite girl snatches a pipe from the rubble and positions herself protectively in front of them. Hi, Ordamari. Ordamari. Haven't finished it yet. Oh, enjoying it definitely.
Hela! You want them? You'll have to get through me first!
Let's go! Hela is so badass. I really need an S rank Hela, man. Because I never use her in any game mode here in Path to Nowhere. I am liking the music. Unless it's absolutely necessary, I can't bear taking her out of my team. Really? Because every time I do Broken Frontline and ROTD, I don't really use her, man. I want to make my life easier.
Nice! Good job!
She's so freaking adorable. Your character is looking very strong. No, this game mode is really easy. So even if they don't have crime brands, you're good. Several people work together to restrain the sand beast, while Hela delivers a powerful blow with her pipe, knocking them down for good. Behind them, the Aurum Secretum's shield generator has been activated, creating a relatively safe perimeter for the wounded. The sand beast blocking the retreat path are gradually being cleared. If this keeps up, everyone should at least be able to fall back to the caverns for shelter. As Hela's mind races for a solution, she suddenly senses something wrong. The ever-present howl of the wind somehow has stopped. It's not over! A massive shockwave slams into Furor, shaking the entire city, knocking Hela to the ground, and completely tearing open the breach overhead. Oh dear. The next moment, a vast torrent of black sand pours into Furor, blotting out the sky and sunlight. A cyclone churns above everyone's head, and with a sinister whispers, an enormous shadow slowly materializes and descends toward them. Oh, fuck.
Is that an apostle of ashes?
It seems like it, yes.
Hey! Have you got any spare Aurum Secretum weapons?
We do, but...
Get everything you've got! This thing is no joke! Bring out all your secret weapons now, or we're all dead meat!
The townies frantically haul out an Aurum Secretum cannon, unlike the intricate shield generator. This weapon is just one smooth barrel with a mysterious crystal embedded in its base. Hela has no time to notice the grave expressions on their faces. She simply urges them to work together to fire the cannon. I hope it worked. The massive recoil knocks Hela to the ground. A huge hole is blasted through the Apostle's form. But the gap doesn't last long before being filled with black particles swirling in the wind. Oh, fuck.
It's self-repairing! Quick, we gotta strike while the iron's hot! Fire again!
Okay. You don't wanna get spot. Okay, got it. Sleep well and thank you for hanging out today. Sleep well, sleep well.
Old Rose? Tarek?
Oh god, I hope they're okay. No one answers. Hela turns around only to find collapsed Furorians scattering all over the ground behind her. Oh dear. The music ain't helping also. They're all trembling, with energy visibly soaking its way up their arms, eroding them. That's when she realizes why they hadn't brought out the Aurum Secretum weapon earlier. They can't withstand the impact of using it. Oh my god! So normal humans can't use it. Only sinners, I guess?
It's okay. We can manage. Another shot.
Oh god.
Are you mad? Look at the state you're in after just one shot! You can't handle another. It'll kill you!
I'm not sure if it's because of the recoil or the source of energy of these weapons are the lives of these people. They didn't make it clear. Oh god.
Must protect the lab and Aurum Secretum. Leave this to us. You go back quickly. Run.
No way. Horum Secretum is no use now, and Horo isn't here. There's no other option. I'll distract the Apostle while you guys run!
The Furorians struggle to their feet, determined to fire another shot. A storm is brewing, with the Apostles' attack imminent. Frantic with panic, Hela forcibly yanks the boy away from the Aurum Secretum cannon. But almost simultaneously, her worst fears come true. What? From within the black vortex, an invisible gaze turns toward the two figures locked in struggle. What?
Damn it!
Shh. Don't move.
Something streaks past her at high speed. It collides with the Apostle's attack, erupting into thunderous explosion in front of Hela. Oh my god, I thought all hope is lost. Damn, she's so pretty. She's like a goddess here. Whoa. As Hela opens her eyes again, the dark clouds have dispersed and replaced by brilliant radiance. Golden runes encircle Hela's body. The golden rose insignia on the Hela's shoulder unfolds petal by petal, transforming into a weapon in her hand.
You do not belong here.
Gorgeous CG, yes. Amazing as always, Ice Snow. Formations unfold, completely suppressing the rampaging mania. At this moment, the jade green crystal before the girl's palm begins to glow softly, gathering energy.
Be gone. Return to your lair. You have no place here.
Hypatia?
Damn, she's so freaking pretty! Holy! I guess all Frasers are gorgeous. It's in their blood. Hearing the voice from her side, the girl turns her gaze toward Hela.
You are?
The dark silhouette within the magnetic storm grows agitated, emitting a piercing screech as it transforms the windborne debris into sharp spikes that hurl toward the blonde girl standing below.
Now, go!
Numerous uniformed figures appear on the rocky wall surrounding Führer. The Aurum Secretum device in their hands resonate with the girl's weapon, forming a ring that nearly covers all of Führer. Did she just summon all of those? An enormous energy beam, far exceeding the power of the Aurum Secretum cannon, fires forth. The dark silhouette is shredded by the light, dissolving into sand particles escaping from the city through the rift. It's not dead yet. Oh my. It escaped. The crisis seems to have passed. Hela stares in stunned silence at everything that just happened and at the girl standing not far away. Lady Hypatia? Several researchers have already made their way to the lower part of the city, gathering around Hypatia. We're currently tallying the casualties. Multiple anchor points on the outer rock face have failed, severely compromising the barrier. Given how this may affect our ongoing project schedule, we should mobilize the whole city to prioritize repairing the barrier. But Hypatia simply raises her hand, cutting the conversation short. She approaches an injured person lying among the rubble. Gruesome wounds cover the victim's body, with infection spreading from the right arm across the entire chest. Despite trying to cover her mouth, the woman can't suppress the broken gasp rattling from her lungs.
Careful. Easy now. Don't move. You're injured.
Hypatia kneels down gently, ignoring how her long robe is touching the ash-covered ground. She carefully places her hand over the wound on the injured woman's right arm, emitting a soft blue light. Is this a hypercube? No, it's far too precious to be wasted on someone like me. Damn, Hypatia has so much compassion. How could she survive her family at this rate? Hypatia shakes her head. The hypercube absorbs the mania from the wound, and color gradually returns from the woman's face. Hypatia stands up and begins giving instructions to the other lab staff.
Let the injured rest. I can handle a few broken anchor points myself. Tend to the wounded first, then repair those damaged caverns. There might still be corruptors lurking in the city. Search thoroughly and eliminate every last one.
The crowd stirs and swarm around Hypatia to express their gratitude. Hella stands transfixed, staring at the slender girl not far from her. Though the crisis has subsided, with the apostle of ashes retreat, her heart still pounds violently in her ears. That was her first time seeing Aurum Secretum in its full glory, intricate and powerful. The capital air completely dominates the apostle, driving it away with overwhelming force. Now, that metallic hovering weapon is resting on Hypatia's chest again, transformed back into an exquisite shoulder insignia. Oh, so this is it. I see. So that transforms into the weapon we saw earlier.
That Campbell girl is truly something.
If I got my hands on Aurum Secretum, could I become that powerful too someday? Not really. Don't steal it, Hella, please. Lost in these thoughts, Hella looks up suddenly to find herself making direct eye contact with a girl at the center of the crowd.
Oh crap! I was supposed to slip away while they were distracted!
Well, you got distracted instead. Having received their orders, the researchers have already dispersed throughout the city. Only Hela remains in Hypatia's sight. Her gaze is piercing, as if trying to see through Hela's disguise. Does she know?
You over there. Please stay. I have a few questions for you.
Uh-oh. The crowd parts to create a path for Hypatia. Hela finds herself gently ushered forward by the well-meaning throng to meet their most revered Fraser scholar. This is the young girl we rescued from the city people today. She was captured and almost got sold by those scum. Hela's body freezes as she watches the legendary Lady Campbell making her way through the crowd toward her, one deliberate step at a time. That's right, she saved a few lives during the fight just now too. Hypatia's penetrating gaze seems to see right through Hela's panic and nervousness as she draws closer. Someone gently pats Hela's shoulder, nudging her frozen body forward. Hela? Hela? Struggling to control her expression, Hela looks up to find Hypatia already standing right in front of her. But Unexpectedly, Hypatia merely takes Hela's wrist. A rather bloody scrape lies there, so with Hela's power, it'll heal soon enough.
It's nothing. Just a small scratch. It'll heal on its own soon.
Hypatia suddenly tightens her grip. She steps forward, pulling Hela away from the crowd, then leans in close to her ear to deliver the impactful sentence. Uh-oh.
Drop your pretense.
Oh.
I know where you're really from.
Oh! Oh! How does she know? Does she know she is from the MBCC? Oh. Oh.
This city.
Oh, okay. Not really MBCC, but this city. Oh, dear. Does she know that she's a sinner? A crowbar shoots out at an angle, followed immediately by a young girl in a legionnaire uniform. The prison gate has already been warped from the earlier attack, allowing her to pry open the lock with minimal effort. Horo scans her surroundings vigilantly. Without guards in sight, this is the perfect moment to make their escape. Horo, should we take a run for it now?
No. Wait a bit longer. Take care of the wounded and stay ready. If possible, try to get in touch with Hela. She might be able to gather different intel from inside. As for the rest, we'll discuss it after we regroup.
Horo turns around slowly and gazes into the cell. The rocky wall cracked during the earlier quakes, revealing a hidden secret. There lies a concealed passage with a long stone staircase descending into darkness. Oh dear, skeletons in the closet. Of who, I wonder? We'll see. A sense of foreboding rings alarm bells in her mind. She hesitates for a few seconds, then steps into the tunnel anyway, advancing into the darkness against the bone-chilling cold emanating from the rift. The last time she ventured underground, her family was still by her side. But this time, she's entirely alone. Is the family she's talking about her brother and Zoya? Oh my. Is it related to the... what's it called? Damn, I forgot what it's called. Anyway, in a dark corner, unnoticed by the Legion, a coin is flipped into the air, spinning several times before being snatched by a hidden observer. Who is this? I think it's Lysandra. It is. The woman emerges from the shadows, gazing thoughtfully in the direction where Horo has disappeared.
A new visitor. From this city?
Ooh, what a cliffhanger. The Prophet. What is this? What is this purification? Oh, this is part 1. We're already at part 2. Okay. It's Lara Croft. It is Lara Croft. It's best to know where Lara Croft. Calcination. Purification. Wait, let's do this first. Hey, hello, what happened to your goggles? Did you throw them at someone during a fight? Come with me, my repair shop can fix them up in no time. But thanks a lot, but this isn't going to cost anything, is it? Always so cautious, afraid we'll rip you off? Relax, I'll replace them for free. He's so nice. It's quite unusual. You're all good folks, so I was never worried. I was just wondering though, why do you all hate this city so much? Those blood-sucking this city vultures, they always jack up hypercube prices at the first sign of the smallest change. Those who can't afford them can only watch helplessly as sandstorms devour their homes. That's valid. That's a valid reason to hate this city. Tarek. Oh, well, that's all in the past. Look, now that we have Aurum Secretum and Führer, we can live perfectly fine without hypercubes. We don't need to depend on this city anymore. Rusty gears suddenly make a loud rumbling noise, slowly lowering the workbench to reveal a massive object concealed beneath a dust-proof cover. We have everything here in Fur. It's just that sometimes we can't get natural light because the black storm out there is never truly away, always blocking out the sun. But thanks to my tireless efforts, we can now enjoy sunlight 24 hours a day. My meticulously crafted sunlight refractor can redirect light from miles away straight to Fur, just like this. So they're using mirrors. That's interesting, to light up the place. But there's no such thing as a 24-hour sunlight. Hey, hold on. That pressure gauge looks like it's about to... Hi, man. Welcome. Cheese stream, yes. Before 12. Yeah, I know. How unusual. Oh, dear. Amid the deafening explosion, a mechanical head gets blown into pieces. Tariq crawls out of the thick smoke with springs still stuck to his head, coming face to face with Hella's face, reddened from holding back something. Just a minor hitch here. Nothing serious. He's adorable. Looks like you got trapped yourself before you could catch sunlight. You're gonna be sick tomorrow and not go to work. I wondered what the reason is. What is this? Mechanics work. Help Tariq's repair shop. Help Tariq's repair shop is too much. He works scarily fast, but the results are even scarier. Oh dear. I literally just got hit and now he wants to show off another invention? Oh my god, I don't want another bump on my head. No. That's adorable. Reason for coming to Fur. Tariq says folks here come from all over White Sands. In Fur, nobody has to worry about affording outrageously priced hypercubes. If you're willing to work, you'll get to eat. But Fur is so isolated, it'd be hard to even lure a desert bandit here. Oh no, have I become like those Stuco folks? Yeah, they've rubbed off on you. Wonderful Aurum Secret Tomb Tech. If you need anything fixed in the future, hit me up. It's on the house. Tariq. Oh, I see. Oh, hi, sir. Old Ross's secret. I wonder what that is. He looks so fine. The clinking sounds of stone while repair suddenly stop. Ross wipes the sweat from his brow as he catches sight of a small figure sneaking up on him. Hey, old Ross, your accent sounds just like mine. Think we might come from the same region by any chance? Ross continues working without pause, glancing at Hella, who's obviously trying to get chummy with him while looking suspiciously shifty. Probably not. I used to live near Fraser, where the standard dialect sounds pretty much the same as the accent around this city. Huh. Do people from Fraser speak Dizian too? More or less. So Fraser folks are the exception. Most other towns in White Sands have their own languages. Is that so? Actually, I just arrived in Fur and don't know much about anything. I heard you were among the first settlers here, old Ross. Could you tell me about those early days? Yes, very nice intel. Gathering. Ross's chisel frizzes mid-air. He unconsciously rubs the pendant in his palm, his gaze drifting into distant memories. Those aren't exactly pleasant memories. That year, a sudden disaster buried 90% of our city's population alive. We tried to flee to Fraser, but their shelters were already overcrowded. You got a transforming waifu now too. Who? A kind soul from the Campbell family told us, go to Fur. You'll be safe there. So we followed the intermittent coordinates coming through the radio, got trapped in the eye of a sandstorm for several days and nights, and lost a few people along the way before finally arriving here. What? That turns from Imoto to Oh! Congrats on getting Cartesia. Wait, I did not read that. Oh no! It's okay though. But before Hela can get a closer look, Ross is already tucking the pendant back into his pocket. Is that just a memento of someone I can no longer see? Oh dear. Heavy stone. Old Ross actually called this thing a little stone? Oh my god, I can't feel my arms anymore. He lifted the boulders like they were just some empty boxes. Are his hands made of steel or something? Alright, after rescuing Horo and the others, I'm gonna bulk up here. If I get strong enough, I definitely won't get left behind by the car next time. Damn, Ross is not only look so fine, he's also buff. Fluent like a this city native. Ah, hydrate? Okay, I will hydrate. Thank you for that. She got broken by Imoto to waifu. Yeah. Old Ross clearly speaks with a this city accent, but he claims he's from Fraser? That's weird. There are so many dialects in White Sands. Why would Fraser and this city share the same language even though the two places are so far apart? Next time I see folks from Fraser, I must interrogate them properly. I wondered why the reason is... Well, no, maybe eventually in the event. The person independent. Dependence done. Oh, this is Ross. Dependence done. Photos of the gray coat and gloomy girl are in the package too. Don't forget to pick it up. Aww. So, what's this? Hela has a pendant with the chief and Hecate. That's so adorable. Through the dust. Let's go. Yeah, I bet she misses them so much. The Prophet, a trusted guide, an exposed fraudster. Oh, fraudster? Oh dear. The problem is the people here in this place are too trusting. No wonder they get deceived even by Hypatia, unfortunately.
I know where you're really from. This city.
The girl's firm fingers around Hela's arm are ice cold.
Me? From this city? Are you kidding? Those thugs in black are my enemies. You know, I won't even hesitate to kill them if I ever get a chance.
Okay, work. Let your acting skills work, Hela. Good luck. Hela tries to back away as she speaks, but Hypatia pulls her away from the crowd to an empty corner. Oh dear.
But you arrived with those Dis City people. I saw you crossing the sandstorm together. They seemed friendly toward you.
Oh dear, she saw that?
That's because I was valuable cargo! They were trying to smuggle me to Outlands to sell for profit.
The Legion doesn't engage in trafficking, nor do they allow strangers into their ranks. You must be one of them.
Oh dear, she knows the Legion. The girl drops this bombshell so casually that Hela nearly bites her own tongue in shock.
How do you know about them?
After the BR-002 incident, some people migrated from Dis City's West District to the outer satellite towns. But one group strayed, changing their course to head deep into White Sands, avoiding way stations and main routes as they traveled northwest. There's an undercover agent from the Minos Bureau in that group. A clever and cunning sinner skilled at disguising their true identity.
She knows! She knows. So the fraudster the line was talking about earlier was actually Hela? No way. She knows all about that too? The Hela in that outfit looks so cute. Yeah, you can actually buy that. I wish they could have just given to the players instead for free. Hela tries to back away, but the blonde girl closes in again, gripping her hand even tighter until it begins to hurt.
There's something only you guys can do. I'll release your friends, but in exchange... While there's still time, leave this place. Take everyone here and escape from Führer.
Why? What's going to happen here? Also, why is she letting us go? I mean, letting the Legion go. Escape from Führer? Take everyone? Why? Questions swirl through Hela's mind, but the most pressing issue right now is...
Holy shit! At least try to be nice when you're asking for a favor! Let go of my hand! You're gonna break it!
And the mask is off. Yeah, okay, you can continue swearing now, Hela. It's fine.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Enough! Let go! I won't run away! Just finish what you were saying!
She hastily loosens her grip, but then clutches Hela's hand firmly again, as if afraid she might escape. This time, her hold isn't painful, just resolute. Hela tries to pull away, but has to reluctantly give up when she can't free herself. Swearing is like a comfort for Hela, I know, right? But she's acting like a damsel in distress, so she cannot do that. This event has a lot of good-looking men. I agree.
What's going on with Führer? Why do you want me to evacuate the town? And what about that Apostle of Ashes? Weren't you able to destroy it? With that something thingy you have?
Uh-huh. Good question. Also, why is she looking away now? She doesn't want to answer, it seems. Hypatia lowers her gaze slightly and gently shakes her head.
No, that only affected part of the Apostle. You see, it's a very cunning creature. The entirety of that storm you saw is its body. If we can't destroy it in one strike, the remaining parts will regenerate, making it nearly impossible to eradicate.
Oh.
The entire storm is its body?
It's freaking huge.
Therefore, you and your companions cannot remain here either and must leave quickly. I simply ask that when you go, you take everyone from this town with you.
But then what about you guys? The girl's tone is utterly sincere, but the intimidating pressure from earlier still lingers in Hela's mind as she scrutinizes Hypatia. She begins carefully.
Is that a threat? Or a demand?
A few seconds of silence pass. Hypatia lifts her head and meets Hela's gaze directly, speaking after some deliberation.
This is my request, as the leader of Führer, to the visitors from this city.
Oh, but I'm one of those evil bad guys from this city. What makes you think I'd agree?
Because she knows you're from the MBCC.
I have heard from my sources.
Uh-huh. The girl's grip loosens slightly. There is an unexpected hint of a smile in her voice.
She said there's a petite sinner in this crew venturing into White Sands, and that while she may appear like a brash loner, she's actually a fiercely loyal person who can't stand to see her friends suffer.
Wait! Does she know? Is her contact actually chief? Because it feels like, um, it sounds like the chief right here. She may appear like a brash loner. Yeah. Very chief-like. Mm-hmm.
And that if I explain what's at stake and treat her with honesty, I'm certain to earn her help.
Also, why is the chief in contact with Hypatia? You know how little that narrowed it down. Exactly. There's also Horo. I think Horo is also petite, but anyway, it worked. If it works, it works.
What are you talking about? Flattery won't get you anywhere. It's not like such a big crowd would just up and follow us Dis City folks without a good reason.
Your agreement alone would be a good start. Let me explain everything from the beginning.
Whoa, thank you. She's gonna explain.
Also, though it's rather late for introductions at this point, but...
The girl gently lets go of Hella's hand.
Pleased to meet you. My name is Hypatia. Hypatia Campbell, of Fraser's Campbell family. I'm also the head of Führer's Aurum Secretum laboratory, and the inventor of Aurum Secretum instruments.
The tension surrounding them gradually dissipates, and Hella finally notices that beneath her formal exterior, Lady Campbell is nothing more than a gentle, soft-spoken girl. Yeah, she is.
I'm, Hella. Just call me Hella. I haven't got any fancy titles like yours, so just think of me as some heroic adventurer. So anyway, what exactly do you need me to do?
Hypatia raises her right hand, guiding Hella's gaze upward. Beyond the shattered barrier, the sky darkening black sand still lingers, howling and circling outside Führer like a predator watching its prey.
As you can see, the storm surrounding Führer is actually a manifestation of the Apostle's presence. It's a projection of consciousness into reality, and its behavior is heavily influenced by the mania field. However, because it's too dispersed, it will desperately migrate towards areas of high mania concentration, seeking to swallow and merge with them, thereby maintaining an equilibrium. Therefore, as long as the Apostle continues lurking outside Führer, this city will continue to be in danger.
What?
Girlie didn't understand. Oh no.
To put it simply, this Apostle is easily attracted to people with high spiritual power, especially powerful sinners, like you and your friends in the Legion. The fluctuations created when you use your special powers attract the Apostle, which is why it relentlessly pursues you.
Thank you for that very simple explanation. So it basically, that's why it was after the Legion, because of Hella. You and your friends, Hella and probably Horo also.
Well, damn. No wonder it kept chasing after us. So it's actually hungry for our power. Wait, then if we're not here, or if we leave...
It would target the other residents in the city. After all, they also possess spiritual power.
Oh, spiritual power. I think it's mania power. Why do they call it spiritual power in here?
What
Different
about Aurum
beliefs.
Secretum then? Didn't you build some kick-ass barrier?
Hypatia shakes her head, her expression filled with dejection.
Aurum Secretum is not an omnipotent solution. The protective measures installed on the outer rock faces have been continuously eroding, and because they're difficult to recover, they eventually get devoured by the Apostle, becoming part of its body. It is growing, with Aurum Secretum serving as its nourishment.
Oh dear.
The debris in the storm is made up of the things it has devoured. Rocks, sand, cities.
Oh dear.
Passing life forms. These fragments are gathered together by the Apostles' mania field, forming the black storm that blots out the sky. Now, it's trying to swallow Führer whole, slowly gnawing and digesting it. Please, help Führer before time runs out.
She places her right hand over her chest and slightly bows her head, giving Hela a traditional salute that looks too formal and complicated.
Jeez, get back up already! No need to be so formal. It's making me super uncomfortable. I never said I wouldn't help. I just don't understand what's going on here. Horror and the others are locked up somewhere below, and besides, what I don't get is...
Oh dear, Horror is actually free now and she's going underground. And I wonder what... I got a feeling we know what she is going to find in there. It's not a relic. Man, I forgot the term, but anyway, I think we've already seen something like this before, especially during the arc with Zoya and Horo. Hela scratches her head and voices her confusion.
So, you seem pretty powerful to me. Can't you just help them escape yourself? Why do you need us to rescue them?
Hypatia seems about to respond when her expression suddenly changes. Footsteps approach. Someone is humming a tune while walking directly toward the quiet corner they're in, coming with a clear purpose and making no attempt to conceal their presence. Who is this? Hypatia pulls Hela backward toward a rock wall and quickly runs her fingers over the surface, searching for something. The sound of mechanism getting activated. A stone door slides open, revealing a passageway barely half a person's height.
Wow, Führer has secret passages too? That's so cool. Hey, wait! Don't drag me like this! And stop shoving me, I'm gonna fall!
Well, she's trying to hide you. Also, it seems like someone she knows. Who is it? The blonde girl forcefully shoves Hela into the secret passage. In an instant, the stone door closes, plunging the cave into darkness. Only a faint ray of light filters through a few air holes.
Hypatia! What are you doing?
Shh! Don't blow your cover, Hela. Hypatia's hush voice filters through the air holes.
Shh. Be quiet. Don't say a word.
Yeah, shut up, Hela! The light dims as the person outside blocks part of the openings. Despite this, Hela can't resist edging forward to peer through one remaining hole. Oh dear. Hypatia stands blocking the entrance. Though Hela can't see her face, she senses that Hypatia has slipped back into that cold, rigid demeanor from before. Oh, so that's actually a mask. A moment later, a figure rounds the corner, approaching with a leisurely gait before offering an awkward bow.
Campbell Messenger Senex at your service.
Ma'am.
It's been a while, my lady.
Oh my. Who is she? Messenger of the Campbell. They are all Campbell people, huh? Wowie wow, I know, right? I am very much impressed with the NPCs. Holy moly. Hot. I don't know, she seems to be infected with mania, I feel like. Because look at her arms and the gold things on her body. Is she perhaps a sinner too? She's too hot. That means she's evil. Ma'am. So her name is Cynics.
I just visited your residence, but your servants informed me you had gone out. You've led me on quite a chase. If you needed a diversion, surely you could have chosen somewhere less squalid.
Is she under the surveillance of Cynic? It seems like it. Is this the way of... is she like someone who guards whatever is Hypatia's doing, perhaps? She's infected or not? She seems to be infected with mania. Hypatia's hands clasped behind her back tighten slightly. Is she nervous?
Just testing some new Aurum Secretum equipment. What do you want? The Führer project is progressing well. I'll submit all the materials the family requires on schedule. No additional support is needed.
Is that so? Well, I've heard that a group from Dis City has just recently arrived.
Uh-oh.
What do you say? Would you like me to help you clean up your current home?
Damn, she also sounds hot. Emotions are all over the place again. Also, despite her saying my lady, she doesn't seem to respect Hypatia at all. I wonder why. Who are you really?
They're just a small group of refugees from Dis City. I've already handled it. They'll be leaving tomorrow. Did you come all this way for this trivial matter? The Campbell family's shadow operatives seem to have far too much free time.
Oh, shadow operative of the Campbell family. Ooh. The woman who's just been called a shadow operative tilts her head slightly, speaking pretentiously.
Trying to dismiss me so soon? I haven't even mentioned my actual business yet. Regarding the proposal you submitted previously, a special someone has sent me to personally deliver the family's decision.
A special someone? Who?
Of course. I'm well aware of your exceptional competence, my lady. No petty thief could ever escape your notice. But with research as important as yours, someone needs to come specifically to help clear away troubles and solve problems. For instance...
Oh, I hope she doesn't notice Hela.
Catching little mice that love to eavesdrop.
Oh, God! Oh, she got... Are those fangs? Holy moly. Not fangs. Razor teeth. Run! Hela clamps her hand over her mouth, desperately fighting back the scream rising in her throat. Less than a centimeter from her face, Synex's blade has struck deep into the rock, barely missing Hela. That was close, man! The long-handled dagger plunges deep into the rock beside Hypatia. Without flinching, she reaches out and pulls the weapon free.
Are you questioning my loyalty? Or perhaps suggesting my lab has been compromised? Before you can give a solid answer, I'd appreciate it if you didn't damage my city so carelessly. As for other matters, there are too many pairs of ears around us. Let's continue this discussion back at the lab.
She diverted the attention. Oh, good lord. Also, Cynics has now, got her tongue out. That settles it. I'm coming back to Pass Nowhere. Welcome back. Welcome aboard. The masked woman shrugs with a grin, retrieves her weapon, and walks away with Hypatia. Meanwhile, the little mouse, who should have been exterminated, after making sure both of them have actually left, Hela finally releases the breath she's been holding. That was freaking close.
Almost gave me a heart attack!
She's so freaking adorable. That did not break her at all. I bet Cynics break me instead. It seems like Joel has also been broken by Cynics. Understandable. Understandable, really. The narrow passage prevents Hela from jumping up and unleashing a proper tirade. After furiously punching the air twice, her rational brain finally reboots. Although, her little noggin didn't quite follow the cryptic conversation just now, but she can at least confirm two things. First, the strange storm surrounding Führer is undeniably an apostle of ashes. The city faces imminent destruction, and Hypatia wants Hela to work with the Legion to evacuate all residents from Führer. Second, Hypatia apparently doesn't want her family to know about her plan to ask help from a group from this city. Strange. Aren't the Campbells supposed to be the guardians of the city? No, definitely. No, if you read through Irene's interrogation, you know you cannot trust them, really. PTN is not like anime hot, it's more like a mature hot. It is very mature hot. As for the third thing, just now, when Hypatia confronted Cynics, her tone was cold and severe, but Hela could see her hands behind her back, fingers tightly clenched and slightly trembling. Just like how tense she looked when she exposed Hela's identity.
So she was super nervous back then, too.
I bet Hela and Hypatia could be BFFs. Not one to speak her true feelings, huh? Reminds me of someone I know. Oh, she reminds... Hypatia reminds Hela of Hecate. I see.
But wait a second. Where the heck am I anyway?
Well, good luck finding your way out. Hela turns around to look at the pitch black duct behind her. Unlike the cramped space where she can barely crouch, the passage behind her seems to stretch far into the darkness. The stone door she used to enter the tunnel is now completely sealed. Does this mean her only option is to go deeper inside? Something seems to be moving in her pocket. Hela reaches in and pulls out a strange object with 5 pointed tips. It looks like a star, but also resembles a tiny doll. Oh, that's adorable! Did Hypatia sneak that in her pocket? So it's going to be her guide. Amazing. If Genshin is for whippy little baby otaku, PT is for gentleman with refined taste. I guess so. We do have refined taste in women, I guess. The next moment, the tiny doll activates with a hum and begins to glow. It jumps down from Hela's palm, slightly tilts its head, that's adorable, and performs an elaborate but familiar ceremonial bow with its short, stubby limbs. That's adorable! So familiar that Hela realizes she just saw someone else make the exact same gesture. Hypatia? Gull bounces in a circle around Hela, then stops in front of her, nodding, as if confirming her suspicion. Yes, its operator is exactly who you think it is. It raises its arm, hops a few steps into the darkness, and illuminates the space ahead. That's quite useful.
So, you want me to follow you? But it gets narrower up ahead. I'd have to crawl through. Hey, if you're so smart, couldn't you just open up that door for me instead? Please?
Oh, come on. You'll easily get, found out. Please. The doll shakes its head, then hops twice, flashing brighter to emphasize its determination. A cool breeze drifts from the darkness. Its source unknown. Hela swallows hard.
So, I really have to crawl?
Yeah, but at least there's no one in front of you, unlike the one in Nikkei. The doll nods. It points toward the outside, then dramatically draws a line across its throat before flopping to the ground with a plop, playing dead. That's adorable. It went like this. Point out, and otherwise you're dead. Dead, dead, dead.
You.
It's not wrong though. If Hela wants answers for all her questions, the best way forward is to follow Hypatia's directions and find her in person. Even if it means being crammed into a duct, having to crawl on her hands and knees.
Fine, I get it.
Politely, Hela gives the tiny doll the finger. Then huffily gets into position, preparing to crawl. Don't change, Hela. Don't change.
Fine, I'll crawl through this stupid pipe.
That's freaking adorable. Hela's diary. What do we have here? Ooh. Hela's been crawling through the duct for ages. Between labored gasps, she's starting to suspect that is that her nickname, Hypa, and the tiny doll are conspiring to deceive her. Ugh, how much further? Is Hypatia messing with me? I could have crawled from this city to Führer by now. Does it ever end? Wait, I see it. Light up ahead. Help! Get me out! Quick! Get me out of here! Oh, don't be scared, sweetheart. Granny will take you out right away. Hela? Hela? Where are you? Her VA is amazing, I agree. Unable to see, Granny Nisa can only feel her way toward the vent. Her wrinkled hands pulled hard at the vent cover, but no matter how hard she tries, it won't budge. Watching Granny Nisa's frail, trembling efforts make Hela's heart clench. Granny Nisa? Don't worry about me. I just crawled in here for fun. I'll bounce right out in a minute. Honestly, you should go rest. I'll just catch my breath and be on my way. How considerate of her. Medicinal herbs. Granny Nisa has a pot of wilting grass. She said it was the last peace fern from her hometown, and that as long as it lived, her home wouldn't truly disappear. But right after saying this, she plucked it with trembling hands. Water? Granny Nisa was still worried about me, so she let me have a sip from her water skin. It soothes my dry throat, and I don't feel lightheaded anymore. Why? The water skin contains a herbal draft. Drink it when you're not feeling well. Granny Nisa by Auric. Aww. That is so nice. Hela, whose weapon is a pipe, is now going through a pipe. I know, right? It's because of all those pipe abuse that she have done, I guess. Rustling sounds echo from the ventilation duct as Hela, finally spotting someone she recognizes, pushes against the rust-covered grate, making it creak loudly. Zaid! Zaid! Get me out of here! There are dead sand moles stuck in this duct that must have been here for years! So are you telling me it's nasty in there? Oh dear. Relax. Look what I've got here. A wheel of something. It means you're trapped by something and can't escape. Yeah, anyone can sell without having to look at a card. Hey, you think this thing can trap me? Do you have any idea what it means to survive among the city's street thugs? I made it out of there in one piece. Actually, there is a solution. Here, the Super Chariot card. It means you have the power to break free from restraints. Hela, you gotta get out of your own. Alright, You stay put while I go and draw the death card and come back for you. Wait, I'll help you. With the audacity to look her, he approaches the vent with a pout and tries to twist the iron grate a few times. When it doesn't budge, his lip quivers even more. Tears welling up in his eyes. He's not strong enough, unfortunately. Sniff, sniff. Hey, a little bit of patience there. I'm not actually mad at you. Come on, stop crying. Oh dear. Hella, what have you done? Boo-hoo. Zayd is useless. Zayd just wants to help everyone. But I can't even do this tiny thing right. He might not be strong enough, but you can still keep me company, right? I just got to Fear and don't know much about this place yet. Oh, that I can do. Whatever you want to know, Hella, just ask. I'll tell you everything I know. Wow. How dare you bully a innocent little boy, Hella. How's it past nowhere? Very, very fun. As always. I'm enjoying the event. Furoya divination. When I asked about that, he looked a bit frustrated, admitting his readings and had never been accurate, but everyone in Furo insisted his predictions were incredibly accurate. Really? I doubt it. They're just humoring the child, I think. Origin of the tarot cards. That kid looked so smug when he said those cards were copies of the deck used by the legendary White Sands astrologer. White Sands fortune teller. Sounds like someone I know, but I bet even that famous astrologer won't say those cards look anything like hers. The drawings are just awful. I think I know who is that astrologer. The chocolate mommy. Wait, I forgot her name. True wish. Next time, let me divine your wishes too. My readings are so accurate, you'll see. Anarchia? Is that her name? Wait, I forgot her name. Hold on. I haven't raised her. It's Stargazer. I'm talking about Stargazer. Holy fuck, I forgot her name. I'm an embarrassment. Where were we? Stranger and Watchdog. Is the Watchdog, what was his name? The hot assassin-looking lady earlier. That's her real name? I forgot. I am freaking old, man. Excited for Stargazer buffs even though I don't have her. I'm excited for old unit buffs, generally. Luck seldom strikes twice, but when it rains, it pours. What happened?
Fine! I'll crawl through this stupid pipe!
Oh, Horo heard that. The shouting echoes from far away through the tunnel, faint and indistinct.
Hella?
That's Hella, yes.
Hella? Never heard that name before. Is she your accomplice outside?
A beam of light shines in Horo's direction. Irritated, she looks up at the flashlight's owner. A woman casually crouching at a higher vantage point, flipping a coin in her hand while observing Horo stuck at the bottom of the trap.
Hello there. You don't look like you're here on vacation. People around here aren't exactly welcoming to folks from this city.
Hi, ma'am. You look so fine also. What are you doing here? The woman speaks, yet shows absolutely no intention of offering Horo a helping hand. Lysandra, yeah, she looks so fine. She looks like the daughter of Chief.
Who are you?
The woman stands high above. In the darkness, Horo can't make out her face clearly, but there's something unnervingly calm about her posture. A composure that feels out of place, as if she already knows this darkness inside out. She's been sneaking in here for quite a while, perhaps? Half an hour earlier, Horo entered the underground tunnel through a collapsed opening. The tunnel system proved far more complex than she had anticipated. With her supplies confiscated and no flashlight, she was forced to feel her way forward in the darkness, only to accidentally trigger a trap. At that moment, this woman, with a pair of sunglasses on her face, suddenly appeared to offer her assistance. Girl, why is she still wearing sunglasses in such a dark place?
The name is Lysandra, White Sands archaeologist.
Oh.
Just like you and your companions, I'm an ordinary passerby, trapped here by the storm.
Right, ordinary passerby. Okay, if you say so. Anarcha is her real name. Oh, thank you. I forgot. Maybe it's been too long. Ordinary, yeah. She looks ordinary, alright.
Archaeology? You came to a place like this on purpose?
Wait, I think I didn't read that. Lysandra produces a somewhat tattered ID card and dangles it in the air. Horo glimpses a woman's portrait on it, actually looking rather decent. So this is not how she looks like in her ID. I want to see.
Initially, I was just passing through, lying low for a while. This place turned out to be quite interesting, so I stayed to do some digging around.
And what did you find? Lysandra shrugs, completely unfazed by the skepticism directed at her.
You seem quite familiar with this place.
I tried exploring on my own before, but there are too many hidden mechanisms here, and most of them use special materials that can interfere with mania.
Oh. Lysandra points to the metal bars that have Horo trapped.
So?
It's difficult to venture deeper alone. Fortunately, I know how to deactivate the mechanisms, and you look like you can fight. Plus, we're both curious about this secret passage.
Ooh, they're gonna team up. The woman hasn't said it out loud, but Horo catches on immediately. She is suggesting they work together. A suspicious passage and a suspicious woman. The mechanism trapping her isn't impossible to dismantle by force, but with limited knowledge, that might trigger additional traps and possibly compromise her investigation. But working with someone who just emerged out of nowhere, that isn't her style. Uh-oh, just as Horo was about to refuse, an eerie howl echoes from the distance. Her face contorts even further as she notices how disturbingly unfazed by the sound the woman before her seems. Whoa, 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 whoa! Are there zombies in here? Oh dear. I mean, mania monsters.
Now what?
We run. Yeah, we run, I think.
Oh, someone keeps a few watchdogs here, specially trained to retrieve devices and clean up the trash.
Oh dear. Lysandra makes a casual gesture toward Horo. It is clear that the trash she's referring to is Horo herself. The howls grow closer, accompanied by noisy dragging and crashing sounds. These are no mere watchdogs. They sound more like savage beasts. The woman's voice drifts down from above behind her.
Just give up. They run much faster than you can break that trap. Reconsider my offer, will you?
Well, she is forcing her hand. Oh, Cage. The massive beast rounds a corridor corner, charging straight toward Horo. But the Crit Legion commander merely responds with a cold laugh. A dagger appears out of nowhere. Horo slashes through her restraint and aims a blade at the beast looming before her.
Impressive. You sure you don't need any help, Shrimp?
You shouldn't call her short. Horo responds merely with a cold snort. A flash of steel cuts through the air, her actions providing all the answers needed. Oh dear. PTN need to update their graphics. PTN already upgraded the UI.
If this scene could be reenacted, what?
PC port when? Never, I guess. I keep on asking. I keep on asking for a PC port.
Roses bloom in sight.
But nothing. So it's been what? Almost 3 years. Another beast falls, and Horo faces her final enemy. As she launches what should be the finishing blow, her dagger fails under the strain, the blade snapping clean in half. Oh dear. I keep putting it in surveys. Me too. Me too, but to no avail though. A hammer tied to a rope plummets from above, striking the beast squarely on the head. It sways for a moment before collapsing completely, going still. Guys, who do I pull for? It's hard to say. Maybe save it for the next banner. Because I think the next banners, sinners are really, really hot. Hotter than Hypatia. How do you pronounce it? Hi, George. Welcome to Art Nights. 8 years for a PC port. Don't expect one before a long time. Yeah. How hot are we talking? Search for Jasmine. Jasmine Path to Nowhere. And then Shin Path to Nowhere. And also the Balalaika look-alike. I forgot her name. Hi, Andre. Welcome. Horo looks up to see Lysandra at the edge of the pit, waving down at her. The Legion leader gives a dismissive snort as she grabs the rope. But just as she is about to leap out of the pit, her foot slips. Lysandra instinctively reaches out. They're friends now. In a flash, Horo knocks Lysandra's weapon away and pins her body in a counter hold. Ooh, that's hot. Wait, Parfait looks good. Yeah, Parfait. Her name is Parfait. I think after this, there's going to be 2 S-class sinners, Jasmine and Parfait. Both of them look hot. And after that, I think... Is it already Eternal Nightmare with Shin? I'm really digging Shin. She looks hot and evil. Say Jasmine hot. Also, Parfait is the one I'm talking about earlier, who looks like Balalaika from... I even forgot the anime. Holy fuck, I feel old. Also, Horo is pinning Lysandra. I'm guessing Horo is on top. Black Lagoon, yes, thank you.
Good reflex. You're better than I gave you credit for, Shrimp.
Oh, you're looking forward to Cassian. He looks so slutty. He looks amazing. Okay. Have you seen his hips? Like, bro, why is it so thin?
And you're more shameless than I imagined, Tomb Raider.
She really called her Tomb Raider. Well, that's an accurate description of her. But yeah, she can be Lara Croft. Definitely, Horo snatches an identity document. Lysandra's archaeologic license. This is a pickpocketing trick she's learned from Hela. She carefully peels away the photo on the front, revealing a completely different name and face underneath. Oh, I see. So she's not really an archaeologist. Okay. Cassian hip window crazy. I agree.
Familiar with secret passage mechanisms, obsessed with ancient ruins, and now this fake license? Archaeologist? Huh. You have the nerve to call yourself that?
Self-taught archaeology is still archaeology. Hardly counts as lying.
She got a point. Can we ship both of them? I see a chemistry brewing as the broken dagger presses against her. Lysandra raises her hand in surrender.
Fine. At least I was dead honest about wanting to collaborate.
The woman doesn't seem to be lying. Horo slowly furrows her brow.
This place was probably built after the Outland War that happened over a decade ago. The war created one wave of refugees, and the disasters produced another.
There's an Outland War? What happened? I need the history lessons in this city and the Outlands.
Führer is a refugee settlement with no unified culture, no formal historical records, and not even a single ruin or artifact worth studying. The only thing in common is probably the rosary. Everyone here keeps a string of beads on them, which seems to represent some kind of blessing in their language.
They have a rosary? I wonder why. Oh, she produces a string of beads made of different materials out of her pocket. Indeed, Horo has seen the same accessory on the people who took the Legionnaires prisoner. Lysandra then points to the wall of the side passage, where intricate patterns are carved into the surface. These details will be easily missed in the darkness without close inspection.
Haven't you noticed? This passage is older than the dwellings above, yet its craftsmanship and engineering far surpass those crude stone caves. This couldn't possibly have been built by the Fiorians.
Oh.
They don't even know these underground passages exist.
What if this is made by the underground that we know of? That's interesting.
This place is by no means rich, yet information about it is kept tightly sealed. I'm searching for something special that might be hidden beneath Führer.
I think this might lead us to some underground secrets. I can't fucking wait.
What's buried isn't always treasure. It could just as easily be a landmine waiting to explode.
Seeing is believing, but I need to see for myself to make that judgment. You possess great strength, but lack the experience navigating traps and secret passages. Fighting your way through would take forever. I can help you, and we'll split the findings as is customary. We each get what we want. It's perfectly fair.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to trust her, but it makes things easier, so you have no choice, Horo.
Horo, that's my name. Stop calling me Shrimp.
Yeah, she does not like getting called small.
And if you try anything suspicious, I'll be the first to throw you down to feed the dogs.
Now we've both laid out our terms. Sounds fair to me. So, do we have a deal?
Lysandra raises a hand. After a moment, Horo lowers the knife she's been pressing against Lysandra's throat and lightly slaps her palm, signaling their deal is sealed. Horo turns away first, ready to continue their exploration, when Lysandra's voice suddenly pipes up behind her with a belated realization.
All right, I've explored this path before. There are quite a few more traps ahead besides the one we just passed. You'd better be careful and follow exactly in my footsteps.
Oh no! I think she just triggered another trap. Oh fuck. Before she can finish her sentence, the grinding of mechanical gears echoes through the corridor, followed by monsters' howls. The next second, more guardian beasts surge from the depths of the passage. Oh dear. Horo turns around with a deadpan expression to face Lysandra, who is putting on her most innocent look.
Like this?
Yep, exactly like this.
I like their chemistry so much. Deep breaths fail to quell her rage, but Horo knows there's only one proper target for her anger: the enemy. Suppressing her frustration, she turns to face the beast and prepares for battle. Hey, coins and treasures. Ah. Suddenly the setup has become like this. I wonder why. Deep beneath the earth, the forbidden object slumbers. Guardian beasts howl as they race through the passage outside. Oblivious to what lies beside them, Horo and Lysandra have tucked themselves into a small alcove, branching off from the main tunnel, taking this moment to hide and recover their strength. This is UI heavy, is it? I think it's okay. Horo's dagger has been completely ruined in the battle. She clicks her tongue in frustration and tosses the useless blade aside, resigning herself to fight barehanded. When suddenly, a new dagger and a familiar-looking flashlight sail through the air toward her. Horo looks up with a furrowed brow, just in time to see Lysandra withdrawing her hand.
Some spare equipment in exchange for an answer. Fair enough? You're no Tomb Raider, and probably not a mercenary either. Yet you're willing to risk getting blown to pieces by these traps to keep going deeper. What are you really looking for, Horo?
For an inheritance. This is it! The inheritance. Holy fuck, I keep forgetting its name. For an inheritance, the cursed treasure. Who knows which lucky soul has received this precious burden this time. Oh dear. Horo gives Lysandra a guarded look, weighing her next words carefully.
It's nothing good, that's for sure. If you value your life, stay away from it.
You think it's that thing waiting for us at the end of this path?
I hope not.
I think it is. It's the inheritance down there. Outside, silence returns once more. The two leave their hiding spot and head back to the main passage.
Whatever's buried down there, inheritance or not, it's definitely nothing harmless.
A dangerously powerful energy permeates the air. As they descend deeper, the mania grows thicker, coiling through the narrow passage, just like when Horo confronted the inheritance before. I haven't read those chapters. Have you read the chapter where Zoya, prior to her triggering the black ring? I can't remember what chapter that was. Even Horo got infected by the inheritance back then. Wait. Let me check real quick. Is it chapter... I think 4. I'm looking at my thumbnail in YouTube. I think it's chapter 4. Yeah. A dangerously powerful energy permeates the air. As they descend deeper, The mania grows thicker, coiling through the narrow passage, just like when Horo confronted the inheritance before. Horo turns to find Lysandra with an unusual frown on her face. Deep in thought.
What's wrong? Disappointed there's no treasure chest full of gold coins down there?
Meeting Horo's teasing gaze, Lysandra pauses momentarily.
No, it's better this way, actually. People here always claim Führer is the safest place as long as they have Fraser's protection. They put too much faith in others, which is dangerous.
I agree.
Tomb Raiders who rely too heavily on external assistance usually end up dead. Always make sure your life is in your own hands. Sadly, not everyone understands this truth.
The pair venture deeper into the secret tunnel. Strange metallic patterns are embedded in the rock walls, activated by mania, forming unusual, almost eerie streaks along the passage. They're probably talking about all this. It's being activated by mania. I'm really guessing this might be used to a perhaps hideout of the underground. I wonder if Hypatia knows about this, or the Fraser family. Probably they know. That's why they're conducting experiments here. The tunnel finally levels out, revealing a stone door at its end. Just as Horo moves to push it open, Lysandra holds her back. Frowning, she leans closer to the door and hears muffled movements from the other side. Oh dear. What is this? Their view suddenly opens up into a cavernous chamber. The dome soars high overhead, from which hangs an enormous metal sphere. Something is seeping out through the cracks in the sphere's surface, trickling down into a pool below. Meanwhile, two figures stand at the center of the room. The taller one examines the massive apparatus with apparent curiosity.
Wow, you've already gotten this far. That's some solid progress indeed.
What is that? Also, you were asking about the inheritance? Oh, I'm not sure if we got an explanation. Hmm? Inheritance. It's probably in one of the... I can't open it right now because we're in the middle of the story. I'll go search for it later. I can't really remember. All I remember is it somehow enhances the mania, and the sinners lose control if they get exposed to the inheritance. And because Zoya got in touch with the inheritance, I think what happened to her is she activated the black ring. So I'm not sure if that answers the question. That's what I remember from the previous chapters.
But the current yield isn't stable enough yet. We'll need to implement further optimizations.
Yield? What are they harvesting here? Phoenix gives the report a cursory glance before changing the subject entirely.
Oh, by the way, what's the story with those prisoners? Did they come here specifically from Dis City?
Just some lost travelers. Führer has always harbored strong animosity towards Dis City, and these people were merely caught in the crossfire. They'll be released soon.
I see.
Dawn flipping through the report, the woman reveals a hidden compartment in the wall and tucks the documents back inside. She appears to murmur something else, causing the girl beside her to frown. Hypatia ultimately sighs before leading cynics out through another exit. After making sure the two have left, Boro carefully pushes open the stone door and enters the chamber. What is inside? There are no inheritance or sarcophagi here, and upon entering this chamber, the previously pervasive mania has vanished as if it never existed at all. At least the center of the room, a metallic liquid flows from a massive sphere, dripping down slowly.
Aurum secretum. The barrier surrounding Führer is made of this stuff. Apparently, it can substitute hypercubes and block mania completely.
At what cost?
Is it being refined? Or...
The central sphere rotates continuously, emitting a soft hum. The liquid metal pools beneath it before flowing through carved channels in the floor, spreading in all directions and disappearing to the base of the walls. Ooh, Horo frowns. She pulls out the photo she's been carrying. The blurry image clearly shows this exact location, but there's no trace of the Deus Corpus here, nor anyone waiting to meet her. Who the hell sent this photo? And what exactly are they trying to accomplish? Do you think Zoya sent this photo? Or is it the underground again? Lysandra surveys the room and locates where the woman has stored her report. She disables the lock to reveal a narrow compartment functioning merely as a small safe. She turns the page to reveal neatly printed text. Fraser Institute Führer Experiment Site. Research report on Aurum secretum properties. Project number FRIAS07. Part 1. Resonance property test. Test sample 113. Hypercube. Objective. Induce resonance between Aurum secretum and hypercubes to acquire antimania properties and test potential resource substitution. Uh-oh. Resource substitution. I don't like the sound of that. Procedure. Following resonance experiment with sample 1, the surrounding mania field temporarily stabilized. With no significant depletion observed in sample 1, the Fraser-Cardas barrier device designed based on this resonance effect has entered preliminary testing phase. Result: according to observations at the Führer experiment site, while the Fraser-Cardas demonstrates some degree of anti-mania field effects, a continuous supply of highly pure Aurum secretum is required, or its effectiveness will rapidly deteriorate. Conclusion: Aurum secretum cannot replace hypercubes. Oh. Test sample 2052 Mania Crystal. Mania Crystal? Objective: induce resonance between Aurum secretum and Mania crystals to amplify its offensive properties to mass destruction weapons development. Bruh! They're making weapons now. Procedure: following resonance experiments with sample 2, the induced mania field was observed to instantly enter a polarized state. Mania weapons developed based on this resonance effect exhibit excessive side effects, rendering them unsuitable as conventional equipment. Conclusion: consider shifting research direction to develop self-destructive weapons based on this resonance effect. Self-destructive weapons? Like a bomb?
This is also Aurum secretum? Strange.
Turning to the next page, large black reduction blocks begin to appear. Someone has deliberately censored certain information. Oh dear. Test sample 3871 Ash Crystal. Ash Crystal! Use... Whose Ash Crystal is this? To create directed resonance between Aurum secretum and Ash Crystals, enhancing sample 3 suppression of blank power. Resonance experiment sample 3 proved extremely dangerous after several failures. Research approach was modified. Results: multiple experiments indicate that blank Aurum Secretum devices can effectively restrict the power of blank, enabling users to acquire these abilities by increasing resonance output. It is possible to blank. What? Conclusion. Currently, test subjects can withstand a maximum output of 72%. Overloading may cause mental contamination, physical disintegration, and other irreversible corruption effects. They're experimenting on people here? Oh dear. Test sample 4001. Aurum Secretum was devoured by the sample during the experiment. Sample activation proved extremely dangerous. Further operation forbidden? Who is this? As the redacted sections multiply and ease grows in Horo's mind. Ash crystals, mania resonance. If Aurum Secretum was simply a technology to counter mania, why would they need to experiment on so many different samples? The report isn't over yet. They continue turning the pages. Part 2, Test Subject Compatibility Experiments. Test Sample 100153, Non-Congenital Sinner. Non-congenital sinner in disaster survival exhibits high resonance with base level mania properties of N02. Related files transferred from headquarters. Subject successfully controlled target using Aurum Secretum device. Non-congenital sinner 00321. Are these sinner numbers? Is the MBCC giving sinners to this place to get experimented on? I hope not. In a non-blank state, the sinner was ordered to force resonate with ash crystals using regular Aurum Secretum. Stabilization was done externally with protective equipment. Test subject display high levels of Aurum Secretum corruption with a short use period but could exert maximum power within extreme threshold limits. Test sample 200115 self-mutating sinner. Subject was infected by mania and became a sinner after prolonged exposure to Aurum Secretum related products. Despite several resonance experiments, this test subject's resonance output has consistently remained at low levels. Currently, the test subject mental state is stable with no visible sign of corruption on the body. Resident? Wait. Oh, wait. They said that, I think it was Hypatia who also said that the people here in this place have mania powers, or like, she used a different term earlier. But I think it's mania power similar to Hela. So I'm assuming these are the townspeople getting experimented on. This type of subject is vulnerable to resonance and is easily influenced by mania with excessively rapid mutation rates. Currently, this approach has been abandoned. Related experimental materials were transferred to... At the end of the report are the signatures of the persons in charge. 2 names rest side by side at the start of the list. Project leaders, Hypatia Campbell, Adelaide Campbell.
If it wasn't to replace hypercubes, then why produce so much Aurum Secretum? What was their real purpose?
They want to control mania as a weapon. Thoughts race through her mind as she grasped at pieces of flashbacks. The secret passage we just came through had Guardian Beast and Mania suppressing Aurum Secretum devices. Were those really just meant to keep intruders out? Hey, who's there? Lysandra yanks Horo backward as they retreat. The sheets of paper in their hands scatter across the floor, instantly shredded by incoming laser fire. Oh dear. Alert! Intruders detected. Secure all positions. Oh dear. Footsteps echo from every direction. Guards pour through side doors from all around the room, training their weapons on the trespassers who dared enter this restricted area. Oh dear. What just happened?
By all rights, I shouldn't be involved.
Racer Research Chief, she looks hot. Oh, wait, there's something behind.
Please enjoy the show.
Oh my good lord.
Too noisy. Quiet.
They're hopelessly outnumbered. Horo and Alessandra keep retreating until their back pressed against the stone door they came through. Behind them, faint tremors and savage roars reverberates through the door. Something is charging towards them at high speed. Alessandra frowns, attempting to pull Horo away from the stone entrance, but suddenly the entire chamber shakes violently. The tremors are coming from the city above. Horo's face pales with horror.
Hella?
She's still up there. Führer is under attack. She's in danger.
Hey! Where are you going?
Get out of my way. Führer is in danger. I have to go back and save my friend.
The woman frowns behind her sunglasses. They've just uncovered crucial evidence, but the guards are already on high alert. If they don't press on now, it would be nearly impossible to come back to continue their investigation later.
Calm down. We're just one step away from completing our investigation. Even if you go back now, there's really not much you can do. Hey!
She can't abandon her friend. Without a moment's hesitation, Horo shakes off Lyssandra's hand and turns back toward the exit. The tremors intensify, causing the tunnel entrance to shake violently. It could collapse and bury her alive at any moment. But Horo doesn't hesitate and runs straight into the tunnel.
Ugh. Well, they all gotta be so damn stubborn.
She falls silent for a moment. Then, once again, she takes out that coin she always carries and flips it into the air. She catches the coin before it completes its fall. Without even checking whether it's heads or tails, she's already made her decision. Oh dear. Horo sprints through the quaking tunnel, where she has smashed through several mechanisms along the way with her brute force. Even she has her limits. Suddenly, the ground beneath her feet gives way and she nearly plunges into a trap. At the critical moment, someone grabs her from behind and pulls her back to safety. Horo turns around to see the cool face of that woman who always sports a pair of sunglasses, even in the dark.
You're not staying behind to find the treasure?
I've already found everything worth finding. Aren't you rushing to save someone? Come on. I'll clear the path for you.
Complete all Hela diary entries to unlock. Okay. Wait, what time is it? Because I think I might cut off here after reading through Hela's diary. Photograph the Institute entrance. Set it at close focus. Like this. Right? I hear voices. Finally, this ordeal is almost over. Gasping from exhaustion, Helen moves closer, only to discover it's just another air vent. Outside is a beautiful corridor. Two people are walking by and talking about something urgently. Are you serious? Shh, careful. We can't talk about it here. If words gets out, there'll be consequences for us all. No wonder the readings I've been monitoring have become frighteningly high these days, and they keep rising. If that's really the case, then that would mean... The other person nods slightly and lets out a sigh. Well, that barrier is another problem. The maintenance costs are enormous. We used to mobilize local residents to help with upkeep, but with the danger out there now, I don't know. You get what I'm saying? Get what? What are you saying? Come on, be more specific. Burning with curiosity, Hela tries to inch closer, but accidentally knocks over the small Aurum secretum doll beside her. The noise startles the whispering researchers. Someone's coming. Let's go and talk somewhere else. Follow me. So Hypatia was trying to lead me to the lab, but why the heck must I crawl toward that duct? My arms feel like they're gonna fall off. I'm exhausted. No wonder Auric kept telling me to train with the Legion. I'm never skipping those sessions again. I can't understand a single word those researchers are mumbling. Something about disciplinary actions and cost? That dummy's desk was covered in documents full of that stuff. But it was also confusing. They didn't sound exactly happy though. Is something about to happen? Call of Duty. I guess I'll go with this. Because it ended with a cliffhanger. I can't wait. I still got a few more minutes. Call of Duty. The destined sage shall be summoned forth. First to redeem all living beings, then to lead everything into oblivion. That sounds eerie. What? Fine, I'll crawl through this stupid pipe. Hela desperately wishes that when she had shouted those words, the tiny doll could have given her warning. She wasn't about to crawl through just a short ventilation duct, but the entire Furor Mountain.
Oro, I'm sorry. I'll never skip your training sessions again. Does this thing ever end?
I think Hela needs more core muscles. The doll continues to hop forward dutifully while deep in the darkness ahead. Another faint speck of light appears. As they move forward, the light grows brighter, and fragments of conversation begin to reach her ears. It's the lab.
Well done, well done. I see you've got everything perfectly organized, my lady. From those Dis City outsiders to the Institute's Aurum Secretum. With talents like yours, it's no wonder the higher-ups entrusted the entire Institute to you.
It's that dangerous woman from Fraser again, speaking insincerely with exaggerated gesture. Cynics leans over to peer at Hypatia, who stands by the operations station.
Oh? What's this?
Hypatia is manipulating something on the bench. With each gesture of her hands, the metal begins to melt, flow, and combine into entirely new structures. They shimmer with Aurum Secretum's distinctive luster, yet appear different from what Hela has seen before. They're more refined, more perfect.
Just a personal side project, that's all. They require minimal Aurum Secretum, yet can generate extensive protective formations. The strength issue of the first generation has already been solved. This new version has a shorter effective duration, but vastly increased power. The protection it provides is already approaching that of hypercube barriers.
Ooh. Not gonna lie, if they manage to make Aurum tech more stable and without drawbacks, they basically can become more powerful than Dis City in terms of offense and defense against me. Exactly, and I think that would ruin... there's no more, one source of protection from Mania. There's going to be two. So I hope this will be successful. But the problem is, it seems like they're experimenting on Mania and on people. Especially in the Outlands that Dis City abandoned. Yeah, I think the reason why Hypatia is pursuing this is she wants to save those towns in the Outlands.
All this data was collected with help from both the townspeople and researchers. But... never mind. You probably wouldn't be interested anyway. Let's get to the main issue, Synex. Has the family approved sending more staff to assist with the lab's evacuation?
What do you think?
Probably not. The metal structure begins to stabilize. Hypatia sets down her experiment sample and calmly raises her head to meet Cynic's disingenuous smile.
I don't see any issues with my proposal. Of course, I'm not solely relying on the additional staff. The new Aurum Secretum barrier will last longer. Simply by using the same amount of Aurum Secretum as in the original plan, we can buy double the time for our researchers' evacuation.
I'm okay. I remember the right term now. There's no more monopoly on the hypercube if this Aurum tech becomes successful. It might actually affect this city's revenue. So I guess in this city government's eyes, this is a thorn on their side.
Furorians aren't familiar with Aurum Secretum, so they wouldn't be particularly helpful even for transportation tasks. The lab has already begun the evacuation preparations, and we can manage the remaining equipment with our current staff.
Cynics puts on an almost deliberately surprised expression, covering her mouth with theatrical exaggeration.
My goodness, you're nearly done preparing already? Führer's Guardian is always so dependable. But I'm afraid I must apologize, my lady. Despite all your hard work, well, plans rarely survive changing circumstances. You see, there's actually a slight modification to the evacuation plan.
Uh-oh. A sense of foreboding washes over Hela. Cold sweat breaking out across her back pressed against the stone wall. She hears the woman's soft, chilling laugh before the voice continues.
The diplomatic mission has been moved up, and the delegation is understaffed. All those who were originally reserved for you have been reassigned.
What the fuck?
There's far too much valuable equipment in Führer for just the few remaining researchers to transport. So, the family has decided to continue with the previous plan, conscripting local residents as assistants who will remain in Führer to guard the Aurum Secretum until the recovery team arrives to retrieve them. Dead or alive.
They don't care about people's lives. Wow. This city economy is completely built under hypercube monopoly. If they lost it, the political power balance won't be good for them. No, definitely. So this must be done in secret. Otherwise, if this city authorities find out about this, they'll definitely destroy this experiment. Even though they know this will contribute to humankind, I think the city authorities does not care. What does that mean? The Furorians have to stay until the Aurum Secretum is recovered? What about the damaged barrier outside? The Apostle, how are they supposed to protect themselves once the whole lab leaves? Hela's thoughts race chaotically as she hears Hypatia speaking urgently outside.
The barrier's maintenance has already been suspended. It won't hold much longer, and the Apostle could return at any moment.
Exactly! Time is of the essence, which is why we need everyone working together, right? The people of Führer are such good folks. The moment they heard they'd be helping Lady Hypatia, they agreed without a second thought.
But the residents here are just ordinary people. If they try to use Aurum Secretum to fight back...
The woman raises her index finger to her lips, casually silencing Hypatia's protest.
Miss Hypatia, they are to remain behind. This is the family's final say.
Judging by the documents we've read, Aurum wasn't developed to help people. I think initially they want to use it as a hypercube alternative, and yeah, they also have an experiment for harnessing mania power or mania contamination. Oh dear.
Don't forget our mission. Your research was never merely about protecting some small city nestled in the rocks. On the contrary, Führer was built for Aurum Secretum and exists solely for it.
Bruh.
This is merely a necessary choice for our progress. It's natural that you pity and sympathize with them, but Aurum Secretum is the Campbell family's critical plan for revitalizing all of Outlands. Its development and protection are so demanding that it requires these people to stay behind, toiling like beasts of burden until they're expended. Of course, your research here has already earned high praise within the family. As for those people staying behind, well, they are equipped with Aurum Secretum, aren't they? Perhaps they'll survive somehow, don't you think?
Man. They developed Aurum to finally have an edge against the city. Yeah, I guess so. Because aside from using it as an alternative from Hypercube, they want to use it as a weapon that uses mania, but doesn't give any good results, unfortunately. I mean, fortunately for us, unfortunate for them. She leans in close to Hypatia, her voice a hypnotic whisper.
Now is the time to put them to use. This is for the greater good.
Fuck
and
you.
As a Campbell, it should be your ultimate mission.
For the greater good, my ass. Sacrificing other people for what you think is good is... it's not the fucking right way.
We've come too far now. Can't let everyone's effort go to waste, can we?
Hypatia trembles from head to toe, her jaw clenched tight.
The plan has never changed, has it? You never intended to spare Führer from the very beginning.
Well, I think it's a way of silencing the people and hiding their secrets. Basically, the townspeople will die with the secret of this place. Horrible. The masked woman steps forward and yanks up Hypatia's sleeve to expose her arm, revealing winding trails of corruption that spiral from her palm upward, leaving the entire limb scarred. She's heavily infected with mania? The same mark were seen on the Furorians who got backfired by Aurum Secretum while using the weapons. Oh dear.
And what about you? You never told them the price of using Aurum Secretum either.
Oh dear.
Did you?
Here we go. We are gonna finally know. What's the price? Hypatia pulls back instantly. The woman releases her with a smirk, her tone growing more taunting.
How beautiful. How hard must you have worked on this Aurum Secretum barrier? I bet you've barely gotten any sleep in 10 days. What a shame they'll never know how much you've done for them, overworking yourself day and night. But all that work will now be mercilessly torn to shreds.
Man, Cinex, despite being so hot, needs some beating. It feels like every event character we meet is basically infected with me. Yeah, well, they are sinners, so yes. They are sinners, so yes, they are infected with me. Yeah, but it depends on how infected they are.
Aurum Secretum is such a great invention. It amplifies energy exponentially by resonating with it. Yes, there are some side effects, but from a strategic perspective, it far surpasses hypercubes in value.
Whoa.
How could something this valuable be wasted on protecting some tiny refugee shelter?
Oh dear. She picks up the recently adjusted Aurum Secretum from the bench. Its soft fluorescent blue glow becomes engulfed by the mania in her palm, transforming into an ominous black-purple hue. Hypatia's expression darkens instantly as she lunges forward to seize the Aurum Secretum from her hand.
Give it back! The barrier still needs to be adjusted.
No, you no longer need it. Not for the upcoming evacuation.
You asshole!
Stop! What are you doing?
As she speaks, Cinex opens her mouth and swallows the Aurum Secretum in her hand. What the fuck? She just freaking ate it! A mania surges through the room. The structure Hela is hiding behind creaks and groans, while the storm of mania stings her eyes so much she can barely keep them open. When the violent surge finally subsides, the room's furnishings lie in ruins, yet the two figures at its center still remain standing. The instigator appears completely unscathed, even licking her lips with lingering satisfaction. What are you, girl? She seems to be heavily contaminated with mania, but she's okay. She even ate the Aurum. What the fuck?
Now, about our evacuation plan. You will cooperate, won't you?
That is a fucking threat. Oh dear. Hypatia offers no response. Her head hangs low, and though her back remains straight, she looks so small and fragile, as if she might collapse at any moment.
Well then, consider yourself informed. Good night, my lady. Do get some rest.
She's hot and scary. Oh dear. Cynics gives a knowing smile, then turns and walks away. Silence finally returns to the room. Hypatia staggers forward, bracing herself against the bench with one hand. She takes several deep breaths, but ultimately crumples to the floor, trembling as she buries her face in the crook of her arm. A noise breaks the silence. Someone jumps down from the overhead ventilation duct, meeting Hypatia's gaze as she looks up. Her marks are golden instead of red. That means the Aurum has something to do with her mania mutation. I think so too. It's gold instead of red. And then if you see the mania mutations on her hands, it's still the same black. The only difference is the streaks on her skin is gold. I wonder, what does it mean?
Hella, did you hear everything just now?
Hella presses her lips together. Her expression tense.
You gonna say yes to her?
I don't know.
Will you say no then?
I don't know.
No, you do know. You know perfectly well. You've known all along. But you still let the townspeople use the Aurum Secretum weapons!
The girl across from her averts her gaze, her voice barely audible.
Here in White Sands, one must pay a price to protect oneself. This applies to everyone.
Huh. That sounds exactly like something a noble would say.
Hypatia looks up as if stung, her lips trembling, before finally bowing her head deeply.
I'm sorry. I should have told you sooner. She's right. Führer was never just a shelter from the beginning. The Campbells funded this place, supplied it with resources, and ultimately turned it into a testing ground for Aurum Secretum. My research. It was supposed to protect Führer and all similar settlements across White Sands. But the Apostle keeps expanding its territory, and the barrier is already operating at maximum capacity. I can't find a way to improve it, and we're running out of time. Please, Hella, trust me. I swear on the Campbell name, everything I've done has been for this city. I will get all of you out safely. But now, I've already... I'm sorry. Please don't ask me any more questions.
Hypatia gently takes Hella's hand.
When it's all over, I'll explain everything to you properly, okay?
You should just tell her everything. Hella, please convince her.
So, this was all part of your plan from the beginning? Aurum Secretum, the Campbells, everything. There was never any real hope here. Fine. If you want me to trust you, then tell me! Given everything you're capable of, if you just spoke up, everyone would believe you, so why? Why not tell everyone the truth yourself? Why do you need help from someone from this city?
Hella's questions completely stun Hypatia, leaving her frozen in place.
I...
Oh dear! Bad fucking timing! The ground beneath them shakes violently as the alarm warning of another attack on the barrier blares again.
Is it the Apostle? Crap. Everyone in the city's in danger. We need to get down there. Hypatia?
The girl remains frozen in place, head bowed, her voice so faint it's barely audible.
I can't show myself publicly. If my family found out, then the final plan would also...
To hell with the Campbells! To hell with your family! It's all bullshit!
Something gets thrown down at Hypatia's feet, rolling several times before stopping in her sight. It's a small Aurum Secretum doll, the very object she had given Hela to guide her way.
The greater good? That's just a pretty excuse for using them! How can you even call yourself a noble if you can't even protect your own people, but instead suck them dry and use them as human shields? You're just a bunch of cowardly parasites hiding behind others! The Campbells. How are they any different from the Dis City mice they despise?
Hela pauses, her voice nearly breaking.
Do you really think a noble's life is worth more than a commoner's? I thought you truly cared about them. That you were different from the others. I was wrong. Fine. If you won't save them, I will!
Hela? Wait!
Hela turns away and rushes outside amid violent tremors. Oh dear. Oh dear! Oh no! Also, my doggo are going woof woof. There must be a cat though outside.
This is the guidance of the flames.
Too noisy. Quiet.
Roses bloom in sight.
Vanish.
Oh dear.
This is the guide. This is the...
Please enjoy.
Too noisy. Quiet.
Hela races out of the elevated lab and sprints downward, running straight into a dust-covered Horu, who just emerged from the underground.
Hela, why are you coming out of the lab? That bunch of...
I know! We'll deal with them later! Ah!
I'm back. Yeah, I'm right. There's a cat on the roof. That's why my doggo is angry. Anyway. Another violent tremor shakes the ground, and a massive rift opens beneath Hela's feet. Horo grabs her from behind and pulls her back in time so she can regain her footing.
Fear's defenses won't hold much longer. We can't risk losing the entire Legion here. We should retreat for now.
Horo starts to walk away, but Hela grabs her arm.
Wait! Before we leave, there's something more important.
What? What? What a cliffhanger, but I need to go. We'll read that next time, but I need to go. We'll continue. I'm not sure when, but we'll definitely continue. As I need to eat. Alright, hold on. Let me grab this. Yay! I got
I
Lysandra.
never make any effort to conceal my identity while
It's 7
traversing
a.m.
White
Oh
Sands.
dear.
The fact
We should go eat. For me, it's dinner. You go eat your breakfast and maybe sleep a little. Anyway, Otsu! Cheatery! See you all.
I was scratching my head
next
over the
time.
auspicious
You're
reading
gonna
in
go
today's
sleep?
divination.
Okay.
Turns out it's because you were gonna drop
I
by.
thought we were gonna eat first and then sleep. But I guess sleep is much more important than food. Sleep well! I'm gonna go eat dinner. Prepare dinner and eat dinner. Anyway, Otsu, Cheatery, I hope you join me again next time. Bye-bye!